Oh man, oh man, oh man. All right. I'm getting settled in, or finally getting settled in. Let's see. Who do we have on the live stream? All right, man, that's good. Barbecue has joined us already. Hold up. Who else do we have? I know it shows 8 or so folks here. And I guess we don't have many folks commenting just yet. But what's up, everybody? How you doing? Oh, Quester J. Drew, how you doing this evening? I'm not gonna lie, this light from the kitchen, normally during the day. What's up, Marcus? I know Marcus is checking in. He even sent me a text message showing me his brown and coke setup. Speaking of brown and coke, what's up, Kent? How you doing? Hey yo! Hopefully Kent all is well with you in Iowa. All right, Eric Cheney, how you doing, man? How's everything? From Saskatchewan. Oh man. Well, thank you for joining us this evening. Appreciate you, Canada. Hey, the rich flavor. How you guys doing? Or how are you doing? Greg Honeycutt, what's good, man? How you doing this evening? Man, yes indeed. MTG says, hope y'all been staying safe. Yes indeed. Rich Flavor says, hey everybody, we got Jamie in the house. Hello, cheers from the back couch. Oh, does Marcus not allow you to sit on the couch with him because he be flailing around and doing all that other stuff, you know? What's up, Matt Wood? Hey, yo, how you doing? Oh man, actually, you know, I'm just looking at my beard, and I had a mask on earlier, and it like cuts down my beard, so there's an indentation right here, and I didn't comb it, I didn't straighten it, you know, with the heated brush this evening. Roll Tide, what's up? James Greer said he's in Ocean City. Well, hello. MTG. I want to call you MDG, like or MGD, like Miller Genuine Draft is what I want to keep saying. But he says he's checking in all the way from Miami. Safer back here. All right. Well, Jamie, hopefully you know you good. You good. Don, Don, I was thinking about you earlier today. I have your phone number sitting on my desk from when we were talking about your smoker. And I was just like, man, I wonder how Don's doing with his smoker. So hopefully you can update me on what's going on. Where's our host? Right here. Hostess with the mostest. Maria, how you doing? It feels like all my people were going live tonight. Well, it's all right. Jimmy, what's going on, Jimmy? Hey, you know what? Hold up. Before we get too far into this, I have to share something with you guys. All right, let's see. Hold up. Pat Evans, how you doing this evening? Grumpus, did I miss Grumpus? Hey yo, Dashing everyone, how you doing? Sean, how you doing? What's good? I look away for a second and a few of you guys come in and goodness gracious. All right, so look, this evening is about shenanigans. We about to have some shenanigans going on this evening just because I couldn't think of a good discussion to talk about, something. Every now and again, we have like hidden costs of this or is it really worth that? And then every now and again, I don't feel like that. I just want to have a knockdown discussion with y'all. And I want to, it's an excuse to drink, yes. And it's an excuse to drink with you guys. So, speaking of an excuse to drink, a good excuse to drink, I had a challenge. I had been sent a challenge. Okay. Dash. In the box, you will find 2 jars. One is from the kettle, one is from the column. Well, excuse me, one is from the kettle, and one is from the column. Here's the Wednesday night challenge. Starting with the unopened top. Shake the jar, observe the bottles, and how long they last. Pour a shot, down it, guess the proof. Now repeat the process with the black top. Both have been checked with the hydrometer. You will find the answer sealed in the envelope. I bet you can come close. Woo! I am so one is from the kettle and one is from the column. Both of them are clear. That's all I'm gonna say. So one has a regular gold top and the other has a black top. They probably could have just said the regular the regular jar lid and the wide mouth lid. But all right, so before I open them up, oh, all right, that one lasted a while. Oh, all right. The bubbles didn't last as long on that one. All right, let's catch up on the comments. All right, everybody said hi to Grumpus and Kent and Terry. Hey, yo, from Lafayette, what's up? Jasmine, how you doing this evening? Early, steady customers and growing. That's what's up, Don. I know I haven't started drinking yet, but we're gonna get to drinking this evening. What's up, Lee? Getting ready for work as always. Thank you, sir, for checking in. Dude, Lee, that skillet with your logo engraved on it, it's nice. Maria says that my husband is PLA playing a zombie game. It's really hot to do anything right now. I'm afraid the heat from the lasagna going to shoot. Uncle Bull, how you doing? Hey, Uncle Bull, thank you so very much for becoming my latest Patreon patron. You are reaping the benefits. We get to talk directly, and you get early access to the videos. So as you have clearly seen, I know you have because you have commented on that video, and I just want to tell you I appreciate that. Let's see. Yes, it's Mario. It's a me. Well, it's a him. All right. First ones lasted longer in the mason jar shakes. Looks like 2 jars of a rough morning. No, sir. See, you got to know how to handle it. All right. Well, Jasmine, thank you. Doing well. How about you and your family? Can you see? Taste tester number 1 is in the kitchen right now. He's doing well. Those jars to stimulate morning wine headaches, PTSD. What's up, man, from New Orleans? Well, Eric, hello. Frio, hey, yo, what's up? What's good, everybody? He says. All right. So I'm all caught up in the comments. So now, we're going to shake these out one more time. Oh. Them bubbles lasted a while. And we're going to shake this one out. It didn't last near as long. Woo-hoo. I would ask. So taste tester number 1 is sitting right here. But you can raise your hand, wave. Yeah, you can see him in the reflection of the TV. All right. So my instructions were to shake them each, pour a shot. Now, okay, this is. Woo. This is the wide mouth, so this is the one with the black lid. I'm a little afraid. Oh shoot! Can you hand me a napkin, please? Thank you. I'm so. Oh, man, I'm disappointed. I spilled some, but the good thing is this will clean the counter. And clean the counter, it sure is. Maybe my suspicions are backwards. Maybe this one is the higher proof. Yo, the way it's evaporating and cleaning the counter. Woo, yo, I'm geeking because it is. Woo! Just smell that. got him all choked up. My event went great today. 150 teachers went back to school, so I made their day. Well, that's what's up, man. All right, so this is the regular colored jar. Oh, this one smells not nearly as harsh as the other one. All right, we poured a shot of that one too. But let's just see here. Whew. All right, it's cleaning up the counter similarly. All right, so I thought that the longer the bubbles lasted, the higher the proof. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Let's see. First one lasts longer. He said it's 140 proof. Never had any kind. All right, y'all go ahead and hit that like button. Thank you very much. And get that part over with. Thanks in advance. All right, so I'm going to take a sip of the. Is a I won't say a stronger smell, but it definitely. This is from the wide mouth with the black top, and this is the regular one. I want to. All right. Woo. Woo. Wow. I only took half of it down. I need a chaser after that one. Good lordy. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. It might disinfect the counter. Shoot, it cleaned off all of the gunk and stuff, man. Oh. Yeah, Drew. Big Reg, I might. You can't drink it. You can't clean your cast iron. Yeah. I hit that thumbs up. No less. No. Okay. All right. So, all right. Well, thanks, Reggie. I appreciate that. Oh, gosh. Well, that is... I did have it wrong. Thank you, Reg. I appreciate it. Big Reggie Reg in house. If you guys don't know who Reg is, definitely go check out Reg's channel. He has some content with his horses, right? Farm and his horses. And Reg just does some crazy stuff. Just, yeah. All right. I don't know. No, Eric. So, that's the thing. I like clear. I like it the way that it is, so that I can mix anything I want to with it. When you make apple pie, you are diluting the strength of it. So Reg has clarified that the higher the proof, the faster the bubbles go away. Well, I had that backwards, and I am guessing this one that this is firewater. This is probably 145, 150 at least. This is probably, if not higher. It's pretty fire. Pretty fire. Now, this is the other one, and I'm gonna take another sip of this chaser first. All right. Clear out the nostrils. Yes, Zach. Hey, yo, hand sanitizer. Yes, yes. Mario. Look, and Jamie said, and that concludes tonight's live stream. If you can't finish it, at least you can clean the brick dust off your wheels. Yes. So Frio, I never say rims. Rim is just that outer edge. They are wheels. They are wheels. That is a pet peeve of mine. They are wheels. Oh boy, Marcus is cracking up. That'll kill the COVIDs, Greg says. All right, so here is the other one, and yo, that I ain't even gonna lie. This one right here, whoo, this one's got. I'm telling you, it's at least 145, if not 150, probably higher. That is the heads of the run. And if I had to guess, this is probably the tails of the run. Yeah, that's probably 80, between 70 and 80 proof. So now I'm going to. There was a letter, an envelope that was sealed and attached to this, and it said, "Open after you taste them," and it has the proof of each. All right, let's see what this says. Are y'all watching? Who's watching? Who's ready? Hold on. So let's shake these again for you guys. This is the lower proof now. Those bubbles stuck around for a while. And I know there was a correlation, but obviously I had the correlation backwards. All right, so Red says barbecue vids, horses, all kinds of stuff. Thanks for the shout. No problem, excuse me. What's up, Todd? Hey, yo. Jimmy, all right. Jimmy says Reggie is right. I had it backwards. Jesus. Yo, Todd. Oh, I'm not fancy, Frio. I just, man, what about mag wheels? Mag wheels are mag wheels. Mag wheels are made of magnesium. Magnesium was very rare. They used to make wheels out of magnesium during this in the 70s. Again, mag wheels can only be called mag wheels if they are magnesium. All right, so Question just says 80 and 155. That's his guess. Anybody else have any guesses? Just looking at it, I just got here, but looks like I showed up at a good time. That's some good old white lightning. All right. Holy cow. Holy cow. I was off, all right? But you know what's funny? Okay, what is funny? I'm looking at these two numbers, and I was off by about the same number. Like I said, this is probably the heads, the top of the run, and this is the tails, the bottom, not the bottom of the run, but once it starts to fizzle out, fade out. Whew. All right, what are you guys guessing? All right, so Grumpus says 75 and 180. Cypress Blue, how you doing this evening? Crimson Creek says 90 and 140. Jasmine says 80 and 140. Red says 100 and 140. Grumpus, Cypress saying hey to Grumpus. Dash is getting buckled. Oh shoot, dude. Oh man, I'm woo. Woo. This is wow. I am look. I admit when I won't say when I'm wrong. But I admit when this gonna definitely put me in my place for real if I drink too much of that. All right. Frio says 80 and 150, 85 and 120, 95 100, 95 145, 180 120. George says. Uncle Bull says 85 180. Let's see. Greg says I don't go hard, so I'll go 100 120. Well, I can tell you this, Greg. All right. The lightweight one that I drank with no problem, no issue, no making a face. This one is 105 proof. 105 proof.
Is that one like 200?
Okay, the one that I drank with no issue is 105 proof. Now, when I made my guess, I said between 70 and 80, right? So I was what 30 points low. All right. Whew. I was 30 points low, or 30. What is it? What did I just say? Oh, 30 proof low, right? Greg said I'd be laid out. All right. Pat says, good Lord. All right. So, now, are we ready to see what the top number was? Tries not to make a face when it sips. No. This one Now it would be better if it was cold, okay, and if it better if it was over ice, and maybe if I had a little, mixer in it or juice in it. Jasmine says, "Yes, Lord, LOL, 200 on the next one." So she heard you. All right. So theoretically, the highest proof that you can get, I'm pretty sure, is like 190, 195. Actually, Alexa, what is the highest proof alcohol you can get?
According to an Alexa Answers contributor, pure ethanol alcohol is 200 proof, or 100% alcohol, and is used mostly for scientific and manufacturing. Some rums are 150 proof, 75% alcohol.
Alexa, stop. All right. So most vodkas are 80 proof, okay, and you can get some vodkas that are 100 proof. And actually, what I was gonna do this evening, oh goodness gracious, I said, you know what? I was telling my wife about this whole thing, and I said, you know what? I have 100 proof vodka. Maybe I'll put a little bit of that 100 proof in a jar and shake that up so I can see what the bubbles do, so I would have like a control. She said, no, that's cheating. That's cheating. All right. Yeah. So pure alcohol is 200 proof. Okay. So you really don't want to take that first bit of the highest bit of alcohol, because that is actually toxic. It is poisonous. But it'll clean the hell out of everything, right? Because it's darn near pure alcohol. Now, all right. Everybody says, Frio says I wake up 2 hours before. Drew says 180. Pat says 180. Does your wife drink? Does she taste them too? No, Maria, she will not. She doesn't go anywhere near this stuff. No. Shane says 180. Try not to stand close to the flame. Yeah, exactly. Look, Maria said, Alexa, stop. Alexa, stop. Thought that was moonshine. Yes, indeed. I used to hit mine with the Mio Energy deal or Crystal Light Packs. Yep, that's kind of what I have here with the energy drink. Look, somebody said, back off, dude. You're melting the screen. They're good grade. If you set a cup full on fire, it burns clear blue. Dash is feeling it. No, I have only had half a shot and 3/4 of a shot. Not yet. If nothing else, you can crank your car with it. So yes, you can pour this high of a alcohol content. You can put it directly into your gas tank. This is fuel alcohol, or ethanol. This is what ethanol smells like. So this is basically, that's higher than E85. Now that I think about it. Hey, don't say the Y word. Don't mention the Y word. All right, so now I'm going to take another sip of the high test, all right? And taste tester number one is sitting in the background, and he is cracking up because I'm struggling with this one. Look, have you seen me struggle with it? Yeah.
I've never seen your face like that.
Yo, it is this right here. I'm gonna let you stick your finger in it, and here, go ahead, just.
Like, I feel something going numb, like a little bit. Ooh,
yeah.
No, you.
Oh me, huh?
You're welcome.
Quester J says, hi, taste tester number one. Jasmine says YouTube needs a smell-o-vision. I don't know if you really want to smell this one though. Look, as you can hear him saying, you don't want to smell this one.
No.
Oh my gosh, right there. This is clear. Oh. Wow. Woo-hoo. Mm-mm. Oh my gosh. Wow. Holy cow. I'm putting the top tighter on that one. Wow. Woo, my goodness. Bubba's cracking up. Alcohol is poisonous to humans. The drunk reaction is the effect of alcohol. That's why bartenders would ask, "What's your poison?" Yeah. Change his drink up. Good day from down under. What up, Chris? No, do not say the Y word. No, I wasn't. I wasn't doing that. This right here, yo. This right here, This that death. That death. He said it's gonna kill me. No, it's gonna make you deaf. Cat Williams was this right here. Look, I'm gonna wash it down, pouring a little bit of the energy drink so I can get the last of it out of the shot glass. Mm. Woo, 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 woo. Yeah. Ben says, "Salud." Yes, indeed. I think you just and instantly grew some gray hairs in your beard off that one. Yeah, Chef Schmitty, I got the grays already, man. The taco meat is popping. Look, the taco meat is popping. Face up when you hit the pillow. I forgot the name, but there's a component that allows for more alcohol to stream upward to attain a higher proof. However, it's carcinogenic. So yeah, it's some of the ethers, Frio. But pure alcohol, 200 proof, which we've already established. Better pull that skull and bones on that joint, yo. It's fixing to get interesting. I'm not drinking much of it. Chocolate Capricorn says, "Hello, everyone. All right now, just got here for the time for the shots. Oh, Josh, you done missed it. Excuse me. Pardon me. Hey, don't say the Y word. Yes, Chris, this is definitely moonshine. So Pat, I never said what the proof was. You're right. 188. 188 proof. Now the highest proof I have seen in person was 190. Okay, I was helping a friend, and he was doing some running, and I saw 190 in person, and I didn't get to taste any off the top because he threw it immediately away. That was the high heads off of the run, and whew, all right. Like I said, I have a picture of it somewhere of me seeing 190. Josh says, "Hello, everyone. Happy Hump Day." Oh yeah, Dash. This is 2 twisted in 26 minutes. Yeah. Oh man. Marcus says, "Hey, this is how Dash live stream goes on for 5 hours when he passes out in front of the camera." No, break out the popcorn. Question J says, got any on you? No. No, I did not. Yeah, Ben says wow. MTG says wow. Damn, Gina, 188. Yes, 188. We all brew moonshine here. $8 a liter. Everclear is 190. Yes, I believe Everclear is 190. If it's not 190, it's 191. Pat says, "Oh my Lanta, 188. Better cap that off before it evaporates." Look, the cap is on tight, real tight. So I heard you can go blind from drinking moonshine. Stay safe. So Maria, what happens is the first bit of the run is actually poisonous, but the amount that you have to drink in order for that to actually happen is a lot. Oh, excuse me. Goodness gracious, that the energy drink has me burping. All right, so I'm not drinking much of it, Maria, to be completely honest with you, especially not that high proof right there. Oh man, that's gonna, wow, that's some special stuff right there. That's beyond special. Drinking energy drink, holy crap. William Lewis, how you doing? I'm here, but I gotta find my glasses. Oh well, hopefully the glasses to see. Google it to confirm, by the way. Yeah, Maria. So again, it's the very top side of the run. Very, very top side is what can be poisonous, and you have to drink a decent amount of it. Who bets his forehead is a little warm by now? Yeah, I'd be out. First part is what it said. Yep. Cooter Brown. Good evening, everyone. Double D Mike says. I'm just looking at this daggone jar like. Taste tester number 1. Can you verify? Can you come here and please come here? All right. So, taste tester number 1 has seen me drink a fair amount, right? I mean, yeah, it's obliterated, like falling over, all, sloppy, right? That doesn't happen often. All right, but I let you saw me take that first sip, and my reaction was, that was an honest one.
I've never seen your face like that. Like, never.
That was an honest reaction, okay?
And I believe it.
Now, one of the other things, too, that I wanted to say, I said that this one was in the I said it was between 70 and 80 proof, and it proofed at 105. So I was about 30 proof low. This one proofed at 188, okay? I said that was probably between 145 and 151. I think I said 150, 155 max. So again, 30 proof low. But I mean, I think I have a pretty decent gauge where my gauge was right on. It's just that I haven't had anything this high, enough of it, in order to say, okay, whoa, this is what this looks like. I haven't. Now hold on. You dipped your finger, well, just the tip of your finger, and you tasted it, and you said your mouth was numb.
Yeah, like where I had my finger, my tongue, like on the bottom was numb, and the roof of my mouth was numb. It was not good at all. Not for me.
In moderation.
Not for me, no.
What about the hair? Stick your finger in that one. Now you know why you can stick your finger in that, right? And I'm not complaining about it.
That one's not that bad.
Yeah, exactly. That's normalish.
Yeah, that.
But the reason why you can stick your finger in there and me not complain about it is because it's alcohol and it kills all the germs on your germy fingers. Mm-hmm. So. Yeah, but I still have to finish that shot. This one is almost done. But this right here, right here, this one's death, like death. Just killed all the microbacteria in the stomach. Who needs probiotics? You're absolutely right. Oh man, time to hit. Oh shoot, yes. If you haven't already, please hit that thumbs up button for me. I'd greatly appreciate it. How much did you have? You're slurring a bit. I'm not slurring. I really am not. Trust me. Jasmine says, hey, test number 1. Double D Mike says, I want some. Down with CPP. Not tried it yet. Oh, so I have, speaking of which, Uncle Steve sent me some more shake today. That dude, man, he is so awesome. Actually, tomorrow's video is going to be me using some of Uncle Steve's new beef shake, and it was pretty dope. We had it on some burgers yesterday, or actually, was it? Yeah, it was yesterday. I forgot. My days are running together, and the video will be out tomorrow. So look forward to that. And if you stick around to the end of the live stream, so usually right about the 2-hour mark, I will share with you the link to the video. Greg says, gotta study that jaw like a serial killer from a distance. Oh man. B says he did 600 pounds of Angus last week. Taylor, what's going on, man? How you doing? Oh man, Taylor, Mr. Hockey, you missed it. You missed it. Let me just show you what we had, what I had going on. I would implore you to rewind back the first half an hour. This is jar number 1. And this is jar number 2. And from what I understand, I thought it was the opposite. I thought that the longer the bubbles in the jar lasted, the higher the proof. I had it backwards. The higher the proof, the faster the bubbles dissipate. And I found out that, whoa, buddy, this is some high test, high test. How many fingers to hold up? Oh man, shit, I'm not there yet. Still waiting on my CPP. Well, Jasmine, it should be. Yeah, I'm hoping it's on the way. If I was gonna say, if you don't get it, let me know. I have some here. Maybe I'll send you a jar from my own personal collection. Jasmine says, can't wait to try it. It is pretty good. Taste testers are growing up, making us feel old. Man, who you telling? Where can I get some Uncle Steve's? So Uncle Steve's, you can get Uncle Steve's from UncleSteve'sShake.com. Unfortunately, somebody, Quester J, maybe, can you please type out the URL for Uncle Steve's Shake, and it's UncleSteve'sShake.com. Make mention that you saw make mention that I mentioned it to you, and I think he said he'll send you a little something extra. Nick says, what up, barbecue peoples? It's a good looking bottle. It's a double juice, sure enough. Aqua Diente for sure. I'm down with the CPP. Now you. Yes. Oh, William, that's funny. Made from Mother Earth. Shine is the stuff. Nice mason jars. Yes, indeed, Mr. Hoggett. Text me Uncle Steve's contact. Yes. Yes, indeed, I will. It's the same with beer. The higher the ABV, the faster the head foam dissipates after pouring. All right, well, that's, yeah. Also, the head will be very thin. Steve Marchito. What's up with you? How are you doing? The longer the bubbles last, the higher the water content. Surface tension of the water holds the bubbles together longer. Wow. That makes sense because obviously the higher the alcohol content, the lower the water content. And or if the alcohol was stretched or thinned with distilled water, because I know that's how you can thin it, you can stretch it. Yeah. Jasmine says my husband ordered last live. We were sitting in the hospital and bought the big bottle. Well, hopefully everything is okay. You said you were sitting in the hospital. Oh man, I'm stuck. Like I am stuck. Yeah. So in case you missed it, the jar that the bubbles lasted a while in was 105 proof. The jar that the bubbles did not last very long in was 188 proof. And I spilled some on the counter. Man, this counter, this island, this little thing has not been as clean. Oh, it's gleaming right now. It's so clean. Brian, the Texas barbecue guy, says it's so freaking hot here in Southeast Texas. Well, you know, it is Texas and it is the summer. Triple digits all weekend at the stand. I don't envy you there. That was the last of the 105. Darian says, hey, yo! Yes, it is. Thank you. Or welcome, beautiful little girl. Oh, my goodness gracious. Congratulations. All right, Jasmine, what's her name? And is that your first? Oh, my gosh. You know, we have so many questions now. Oh, my goodness. That is awesome. Aww. Woo, Nick says he has 3 girls. Woohoo. Man, I'm glad I only have 1. Whoa, counting my wife too, but I only have 1. I thought it was gonna fall off on the carbon brisket. We were slammed. Wow. Ooh, MTG says congrats, Jazz. Jeez, you know what, Brian, that is a good problem to have. Oh, B, I didn't reply to your message because I got your message when I woke up this morning, and I kind of have this thing where I don't send people text messages between like 10 and about 8 in the morning. So when I saw your message this morning at 4:30, I was like, I'm not replying to that yet because it's only 3:30 where you are, and then I got to work and I got to edit in today's video, and I totally forgot. But I saw your message, and dude, don't worry about it. I understand. Obviously, you have a lot going on, and I definitely, yeah. Steaks, awesome flavor. I can handle. Yes, indeed. Quester J says try some original. Uncle Steve's the original on some steaks. It had an awesome flavor that he can handle. So Quester J said that he can't handle spicy. So definitely appreciate it. Oh my gosh, Jasmine says that's our third girl, and we have two boys. Her name is, all right, Kaimani. All right, hopefully I'm saying that correctly. Kaimani Lynn Hart Marvant. She was 8 pounds, 11 ounces. Wow. Kaimani Lynn. All right. That's awesome. Congratulations. Third girl, and we have two boys. That's 5 children. Woo! Well, Jasmine, that is what's up. Yes. That's a support system right there. Jeez. Man, 5 children. Basketball squad. Uncle Bull says, congratulations, Jasmine. I have 2 grown daughters and 4 granddaughters, and a 5th on the way. She needs some clear. Sure enough, Jimmy. I'm gonna give her the low test though, because yes, Dash, you said it correct. Thank you. All right, I'm a stickler. K-Money. I like that. That is awesome. Question J says, that's a lot of taste testers. Sure enough. I don't envy you there. Alright. Hey, look. Just a quick check-in. If you haven't already, please hit that thumbs up button if you checked in a little late. Maybe Declare got her. Yeah, Grumpus. He might be right. Yo, but how do you get to number 5 after having 4? I have 3, and there's no way that I get the time to, get to number 5. Man. Oh, man. But Grumpus, you might have hit the nail on the head right there. He said maybe the Clear got her number 5. Shoot. Look, I wouldn't put it past you or her or them. But man, oh man, that's crazy. 3 girls, 2 boys. Now I'm sure people talking about you got to even it up and have another boy. Hey, Quester J said, order your SDSBBQ shirts at teespring.com/SDSBBQ. And order your stickers at BRBQUE.com. Take another shot and it might happen. Yeah, you might be right there. Shoot, I'm gonna pour a little into my cup and go get another one of these energy drinks and sip on that. I am woo. I'm definitely not drinking this one fast. I'm looking over at the hot, the good, that death. All right, I'm looking at the high one. Quester J also says, hey, if you want to send something for Dash to try, Steel Drum Smokers Barbecue, P.O. Box 3236, Catonsville, Maryland, 21228. Let's see, Taylor says, I burned some splits plus charcoal in my insulated vertical smoker. Did it as a test because the splits are going bad and intended to do some food next time. Curious how it turns out. Hoping nothing gets over smoked. So here's the thing, Taylor. You probably will be fine by putting in 1, maybe 2 splits max. That's all I put into Vicky when I use Vicky, my insulated vertical smoker. And my vertical smoker is a little bit bigger than yours. So if you take a single split and split it in half, you probably will be fine. I don't think you'll need that much. And you can either, what I usually do is I'll put a split on the bottom of the charcoal and I'll put a split on the top, light all of the charcoal, and you wouldn't be able to tell that I that I cooked it in a vertical smoker. It definitely has a decent smoke ring. Definitely has a decent smoke flavor. So yeah. Yeah, William says, bro, get a pork belly. Damn near dirt cheap. Cook one before need tips. Okay. Good advice on the split. Thanks much. Things have been getting under smoke, and I aim to change that. Yeah. But it's a fine line, Taylor. It's one of those things. I'm telling you, man, just start experimenting with some chicken. Because the chicken will be a very good barometer because chicken takes smoke so well. You can tell if something is over smoked, even if the chicken has that dark color on it, it's over smoked, or it can be over smoked. So that's why I always preach using chicken or starting with chicken. Do you have an SPG recipe you can share? Mario, I don't. The last salt, pepper, garlic recipe per se that I did was it was too much pepper. But I tell you what, who is it? James from Aim'em and Claim'em Smokers. He has a pretty decent SPG that he uses, and I don't remember off the top of my head what it is, but if you look up Aim'em and Claim'em Smokers, he has an entire video of him making this SPG rub, and I wrote it down, but I just haven't made an SPG recently. But I mean, you probably can't go wrong with like 2 parts pepper, 1 part salt, and maybe a half a part garlic. Even maybe like a 3-part pepper, 2-part salt, 1 part garlic. It kind of is up to you. You kind of have to play around with it and see what your tastes are. But I don't think that would be too bad. Mario, to see, this is what I would suggest. Start with like half tablespoons, or excuse me, half teaspoons, and get your ratio right to how you want it to taste, how you like it. You don't need to make like a pitcher of it, a gallon of this SPG, because then you're just kind of wasting it. So start off by using small increments, a teaspoon, half a teaspoon, and then kind of go from there. John from 4J says, hey, pork belly. What about pork belly, William? Pork belly. Oh, a tip on cooking pork belly. I've cooked pork belly a handful of times. And one time I did it well. I did it on the big green egg. I did it well, and I crisped up the skin because I kind of like, it was almost like a reverse sear type deal. I cooked it a little slower to try to get it done, and then I pulled it out towards the edges where the heat was coming around the diverter plate, and it crisped up very well, and my wife and kids enjoyed it. The second time and the third time, I didn't do as well of a job on, that first time beginner's luck type thing. I did it, but there's plenty of videos out there on pork belly. I just don't cook a lot of it. Yeah, just Mario. So the whole thing is like, even if again, a ratio is a ratio. If you have a scale, maybe use, grams might be a bit much, but you kind of want to just have a repeatable, measurable amount. And if you start with a half teaspoon and put 2 parts pepper, so 1 teaspoon to 1 part, or a half teaspoon of salt and a half teaspoon of garlic, maybe that'll be enough. But I think a 3-2-1 type deal might be okay. But I've seen people use as much garlic as they have salt, and then use, you might even want to try even ratios, like a teaspoon, and a teaspoon, a 1 to 1 to 1. There's a lot of folks that swear by using equal parts salt and pepper, and if you put another equal part of garlic in there, you might want to put like a half a part of garlic, just because you want. I think you would need less garlic, but it's up to you. Flick Life says, Florida in the house, margaritas, 1 cup salt, half cup garlic, and a 1/4 cup pepper. Ooh, that seems like a bit too much salt for me. But you never know. Malcolm Reed, Cypress Blue, yesterday. Hey, Jay, how you doing, man? Glad to see you back. Sausage or anything with only brisket trimming. So George, what's funny? My wife bought a sausage making attachment for her KitchenAid not too long ago, and I've been itching to make something with some of the brisket trimmings. I just haven't like I have a lot of the brisket trimmings like in bags in the freezer ready to go. I have not had any like chuck or brisket, lean brisket to try to make sausage with. So yeah. Flick said, you made me go buy a beef brisket to cook this weekend. It's first time. Well, I didn't make you, man. But definitely good luck with that. T-Roy cooks his own pork belly also. All right. Yeah, close to the 3, 2, 1. Or a little less on garlic, Uncle Bull says. I like 2 parts Quart pepper, 1 part kosher sea salt, and garlic to taste. There you go. I would trust Lee's opinion. I like some of the things. That hot sub that he did, I can't do it, man. Hot hoagie, no, man. Deli meat's supposed to be cold. Bushy Bato says, "Hey there, peoples." Jimmy says, "Jason." Mario says, "I like garlic." Well, then maybe bump it up and make it equal parts salt and garlic, and maybe try equal parts salt, pepper, and garlic, and see how you like it. And if you feel like you need more pepper or want more pepper, then add a little bit more pepper. I mean, this, unfortunately, it is up to you. I thought it was too much salt as well with my smoking bear. I'm a smoking bear on ratio. Yeah, I wouldn't. That. Let me go back. What do you say? Malcolm Reed is 1 cup salt, half cup garlic, and a 1/4 cup pepper. So basically, that's a 4 to 2 to 1. I would probably do I think a 3-2-1 might be good. Y'all about to have me going experimenting in the damn kitchen right now. What you about to say? Sure you did. Mario says I like garlic. Well, bump it up, bump it up, bump it up. Just wait, Dash, give me some time, and I'll have that sweet pepper garlic seasoning bottled up. I got back, and we're moving to a different spot. I'll be super busy the next month with moving and taking this job position. Well, that's what's up, Jay. Congratulations. Definitely congratulations. That's what's fun about barbecue. You can experiment all the time with flavors. Yes, indeed. Best part of Q is trial and error. Find what fits you. I like the 3-2-1 pepper, salt, and garlic. All right, George says. Jesse James, what's going on with you? Question for you, sir. Okay. Good luck, Jay, with the move and the job. For real, I need some of that shine. I'll be in Silver Spring. In Silver Spring, just one Silver Spring, all right? This weekend, ever fried watermelon with a nice Kool-Aid sauce. Nate, no, never fried watermelon, but I have grilled watermelon, and also I had smoked watermelon recently. Cooked 24 ribeyes, 2 slabs ribs, 10 pounds of chicken, 45 wings, and 14 hot dogs. Sorry, no pics, but knocked it out of the park. That's what's up. All right, so Maria says, "Where's everyone from?" Current, I can't open my window. Can't open my window because of the fires in California. She's in the Bay Area. Oh man, well, sorry to hear that. I found beef short ribs. Oh boy, Mike, that's what's up. How many whole chickens would I need to feed 90 people? So here's the deal, Jesse. I don't do that. I don't play that whole. I don't play the whole chicken game. I don't. I'm going to cook boneless, skinless breasts, and I'm going to cook boneless, skinless thighs, because I can guess how much weight I'm going to need. With whole chickens, you're going to have too much waste. In a 3 or 4 pound chicken, you're going to get probably 60 to 70% of a yield because of the bones that you have to take out. Darian says grilled watermelon. Now there's a video. Going to try that thick meat season, Uncle Steve seasoning, as well as CPP. We'll let you know how it turned out. Wifey says hello. Shout her out. Well, William Lewis, what's your wife's name so I can say hello to her and thank her for allowing you to hang out with us. Matt Wood, what's up? Jesse, I'm in SoCal, Maria, SoCal, Edmonton, Alberta. All right, Cypress Blue, we have another Canadian. What's up? There was someone else that checked in from Saskatchewan. Hey, hey. We have a lot of SoCal. We have a couple Canadians. Spring, Texas, North Houston. Grumpus says it's 88 degrees here. Let's see. Currently outside it shows 76 degrees. Questa J's is it Saucier, Mississippi? Or Saucier? I'll never get it right. Greg says no waste on the whole chicken ever. No, man, you got them bones. You can't. Now. All right. I'm sorry, I got sidetracked. To answer this question, if I was cooking for and I had 90 people I needed to cook for, then I would take that number, divide it in half, and add 25%. So I probably would need 55. I think it's about 55 pounds of, or maybe closer to 60 pounds of cooked meat. Which means that if I'm getting raw chicken, I probably will buy 80 pounds of raw meat. And by the time it's all said and done, I would have well over 50, 60 pounds. Okay. When you cook whole chickens, now if you're going to cut those pieces up into quarters and serve it that way, then okay, then you have to buy what, 100. You need maybe 100, 115, 120 pieces. So that's 40, 50 chickens you'd have to cook to make sure that everyone got a piece. But what about those people that want, breasts, and those people who don't want leg quarters, and those people who want 2 breasts and wings, and I want a wing and I want a leg? Well, now you done messed up my whole quarter situation because you want a piece from the breast and now you want a piece from the leg quarter. I don't do whole chickens, man. Not for big events like that. 90 of my people, nope. Now, are you gonna serve chicken halves? Yeah. So, Pit Road Barbecue says he's from Cali. Let's see. London Pound Cake last night. Oh, let's see. I'm just. SoCal, South Carolina. William Hall says New Jersey. Birmingham, Alabama. Crimson Creek says ATX. Those of you who don't know, that's Austin, Texas. Michigan and north of Grand Rapids, about an hour. Currently 350 degrees there in Mississippi. Stay safe, everyone, Maria says. Not really. Just next, Providence. Okay. Haven't seen SDSBBQ cut. Oh, it's right here. I hadn't used it. I did put ice in it, but I just been. You're gonna make me. All right, so this is what we're gonna do. I'm taking some of the hot test. All right, and I'm gonna pour a splash, and yes, a splash into my cup here. Yeah, that was a healthy splash, but it was a splash. And now I'm going to go get some energy drink. There was marker on the jar. As I'm wiping it off, I cleaned up the marker that was on the jar with the alcohol. Oh, man. This stuff right here. Oh, man. I'm saving it. Like, I'm going to drink that one sparingly. God, I spilled some on the counter, and goodness gracious, the evaporation rate. Woo! I'm pour this last sip in there, and I'm gonna get another energy drink. This one is an Ultra Rosa. I just grabbed two that were 0 sugar. So there was the green one. But the cans, like, they're deceiving. Oh, this one actually is pink, though. Woo. Let's see here what this tastes like. Wow. Wow. Holy cow. Jeez. Oh, man. All right. Goodness gracious. It's okay. Yeah, you're talking catering. I was thinking your regular days, your math works for catering. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That had to do my order for the, I guess, RIVR80. What is that? George says he's in Hanover. He's right down the street. Cypress Blue. How much would you charge for an event of 90 people? George, it depends on the amount of it depends on the meats that I'm cooking. For 90 people, I would round up to 100, okay? And I would say, okay, for 100 people, and you know, just off the top of my head, and these are numbers I've done a lot. So 90 people or 100 people, I'm going to tell you, all right, so we have 100 people. My standard calculation is 50. I take that number, divide it in half, and then add 25%. So with that number of 100, knowing it's 90, I'll say, okay, I would round down. So 50 and then 25% will be 75. I would say I would need 75 pounds of protein. But now because we have 90, I say, all right, you know what we'll do is we'll say we need 60 pounds of protein. Now, 60 pounds of protein, we can divide it evenly into 3. I usually do a beef brisket, a pulled pork, and then a chopped chicken or a pulled chicken, okay? 60 again divided by 3 is going to be 20. I do 20 pounds of brisket, 20 pounds of pork, and 20 pounds of chicken. Now, what's ultimately going to dictate what you're cooking is the person's budget. And if they can afford each of those 3 things in the manner selected, then you're golden. You kind of just make that, boom, and that's it. But if they say I can't afford beef, all right, well then let's split it. We'll do 30 pounds of pork and 30 pounds of chicken. I've had that too. Then sometimes you might say, all right, well I can't afford 30 pounds of pork. All right, well let's do 20 pounds of pork and 40 pounds of chicken. And sometimes that is how it is. So I've never had an event where I've only done one meat exclusively. Usually I try to cross-sell people and do at least 2 different meats just because. But there have been times where I've done things for people and I've only provided one meat because they've had other things come in. Taylor says, good inadvertent tip on getting rid of Sharpie. We use it in the lab a lot. So I know hand sanitizer works very well on cleaning up marker. Also, if you have a whiteboard that you use a permanent marker on and it's stuck, you can use a dry erase marker to write over it, and then the solvents in the dry erase marker will free up the permanent marker. It might take a couple times, but yeah. John says sharing is caring. Sure enough, look, I'm gonna share this sip. Gerald says, is that good old corn? Yes, sir, it is. I thought they make an industrial Sharpie that claims otherwise. It claims it lies enough ethanol solves all problems. Yes, indeed. Oh, Taylor, I don't know if you saw or heard this. This is 188 proof that I have here. Bubba says he's in Florence. Bubba, did you know Phil that was also in Florence? Or Bubba, are you related to Phil? Or, you know, rest in peace, Phil. The green one is awesome. Okay, I'll keep that in mind, George. Thanks. Maria says, salute. Bubba says, very cool. First time I try shine. That's the same noise I made. It sounded satisfaction. Whew, yo, this is high. One can make you pass out. The other keeps you away. Should be fun in the household tonight. That's yeah. Energy drink and alcohol and a straw equals straight to the head. Old bartender trick. If you love all right. I can't say that. B. Trying to hear, is that rain? Getting ready for deer season. Yeah. Is it a wedding or a party? Yeah, that's a good question, Maria is asking. I don't care that much. It's usually charged 3 times my food cost. Greg. So one of the things about that, Greg, is you can undercharge, um, because like charging 3 times. So here's a prime example. Let's say beef costs me $5 per pound. Okay, I buy 5 pounds of beef. Right, when I cook 5 pounds of beef, I can only sell 2.5 pounds. So if I spent $5 per pound and it I was only yielding 50%, then me selling 3 times the cost, I'm losing money. Now, mind you, I'm going to make a slight profit, but I'm not making enough profit. So you have to be careful. You can't always use that tripling your cost rule. You might end up having to multiply your costs almost by 6, depending on the loss, because you need to calculate your cost based off of what you can sell and not necessarily off of what it cost you. Hopefully that makes sense. Kicking knowledge on the hustle tip. Yeah, William, 30 out 6 for when things get serious. It sounded like country when you asked Bubba if he knew, not Florence, if he knew Phil. Phil was from Florence, or lived in Florence, rather. I didn't know him other than YouTube, unfortunately. All right, Bubba. Well, I was hoping that you may have been some sort of relation to Phil. That's the only thing in Florence I know of was Phil. Pineapple shooters for us. Shine and pineapple juice. Well, shoot. Nice. Sound country when we speak South Carolina. Huh. Oh yeah. That initial hit where it was all down at the bottom, it hadn't mixed up yet. It's all in the math. How much does the meat cost and so forth calculations? Yes, indeed. But Maria, you know what? It really isn't all that bad. Tom, how you doing this evening? Thank you for checking in from the land of grills. I lose so much on brisket, but make up in volume. You're absolutely right, B. And that's my thing too. I know my loss leader is brisket. I have been saying for about a year and a half that I want to raise the price on brisket, but I just haven't. Thank you, Tom. I appreciate that. Thank you for checking in. And glad to hear you are doing well, sir. It's too late for y'all to be out there on dirt bikes. Woo! I'm still reeling off of this right here. I am geeking about this. I am so excited. You know who I'm actually excited to show that to or save some for is my yes, Taylor fuel alcohol is anything over, I think it's 165, 170 proof. I can pour that directly into my vehicles and run it that way. I have a friend who was making fuel alcohol, and you want your fuel alcohol to be, I'm pretty sure it might even be over 150 proof. Anything over 150 proof is what you can run in your vehicle and it'd be fine, because it's ethanol rather. John says, I need some of that. Makes perfect sense. Most food costs stay static, and in the South, Alabama, you don't get too many calls for brisket. Food prices have swayed a bit recently, but they usually stay pretty straight. Yeah, but the whole problem, Greg, is that once prices go up a little bit, they'll come down. Once prices go up a lot, they'll come down a little bit, and then they won't go back to pre-raised prices, if that makes sense. So recently, brisket, it tripled in my area. Okay, tripled in cost. And the good thing is, the cost of brisket has gone back down to pre-pandemic rates. The bad thing is, it took like 2 months for that to happen. So there was 2 months, almost 3 months, where I hadn't cooked the brisket. Thanks for the input. No problem, Greg. I appreciate you watching. I think it's in the mix of both dash. Gerald says, I love barbecue. How should I start first, on the side of the road or straight to a barbecue truck? Well, Gerald, you should start by selling food to your family and friends. You can't just jump out to a truck or to, onto the side of the road, because you have to test out everything. You have to, get some trial and error out there, and you just can't make a jump. I feel like you can't make a jump to the side of the road, especially if you have some hurdles to jump through. I do it for 15 pounds, but it makes some money doing half-pound plates and a load of baked potatoes. Brisket is expensive in Michigan. Brisket is expensive in Maryland as well. Brisket not too hot by public opinion down here compared to pork and chicken. You're in Mississippi though, Taylor. I just, you gotta Mississippi, Alabama. Yeah, Alabama. Which one? I can't keep track. Alabama. Johnny, how you doing this evening? Nice little. This is true story, dude. I mean, yeah. Flip your meat. Hope all is well. Just curious, do you provide sauce with your meats? So it depends. Some people ask for barbecue sauce and other people do not. The only sauce I provide is the jus from brisket, and I won't say a wise man, but I was told that people who say au jus, you're saying it incorrectly. Au jus literally translates to with juice. So if you have brisket au jus, that is brisket with juice. But if you're just talking about the juice from the brisket, it's just jus. All right. So one of my culinary hang-ups, if you will, I don't ever say au jus. I don't provide au jus. I just provide the juice from the brisket, if that makes sense. So I provide jus with the brisket, and that's about it. I do provide a commercial barbecue sauce if called for, because in my area there's a lot of folks that have food allergies, and me making the sauce, I would have to answer way more questions than by using a commercial sauce, and I can tell someone who pulls me off to the side and asks me what it is exactly, what it is, and it's easier for me to do that than it is to try and have to worry about someone with a food allergy. All right, so I've been barbecuing backyard style. Well, Gerald, there's nothing wrong with backyard, but you need a test pool. Let's put it that way. Jasmine says 20 likes with 41 viewers. Hit that thumbs up for Dash. Well, I'm looking at 45 thumbs up, but if you only see 20, then yeah, please hit that thumbs up. If you haven't already, please do that. I would greatly appreciate it. It really does make me feel better about doing these videos and sitting down and talking to you guys. And it also helps these videos, and it helps my channel immensely. Everybody says I'm pretty good. Well then, Gerald, I'm telling you, man, you do whatever is easier. Okay, the least path of resistance. So if that's going to be setting up on the side of the road, then let's set up on the side of the road. Use one as a stepping stone to the other. If it's going to be getting a truck, there's additional costs and additional things necessary in getting a truck versus setting up on the side of the road. So this is where you're going to have to find out what you have, where your grit lies, and figure out what works best for you. I can't tell you that. I don't know what your situation is. Thank you. The hot shoot thing has been a pet peeve of mine forever. Yo, George. See, I knew I liked you for a reason, George. I knew. Carlos, what's going on, man? Just bought a Weber Q 2400 and wondering if you still use yours. Weber Q2400. What is the Q2400? And I use my Weber all the time. The Weber I have is a, what is it? It's just a 22-inch Weber kettle. This chat's so much better than the DNC. Hey, Dash. Hey, everybody. Mimi, how you doing? Would you inject the ham? Barbecue in the bay. Well, I don't do injections. Guess it's just the fact that I grew up in Philadelphia in the 80s and there was a lot of drug fiends, in the area, and needles, track marks. Nah, man, I don't do injections. I don't do injections. It's just not something I do. I say, to the hustle. Super fly. Yes, Jasmine. Makes sense. No problem. Philippine meat. Cypress says 54. Gerald says, right. Difference is cooking 2 slabs versus 40. Yeah. Have you seen any Weber Master Touch Premium with the hinge? Yes, I have. You know where I've seen that, Mario? On Tom Horseman's channel. Tom actually did a pretty in-depth review of that Weber Master Touch Premium with the Slow and Sear kettle. So if you haven't seen Tom Horseman's channel, and there's certain folks, some of you guys who have cookers, different cookers, and I rely on you. I can't afford all these different cookers, man. I wish I could afford them. I have adult responsibilities, and everyone's like, you should buy this and you should buy that. Man, if I could afford it, then I would have it. But I can't, because I'm a simple man and I have a simple adult bills to pay too. Let's put it that way. But I am accepting donations. If you want to donate and purchase me a smoker or a grill or cooker or anything of the sort, send it my way. Double D Mike says, so that's where the Eagle stuff come from. Yes, I am from Philadelphia. Did I not? Oh, yes, I said growing up in Philadelphia. Yes. So Carlos, so here's the thing. There's no such thing as a Philly cheesesteak. It is just a cheesesteak. And if it says Philly in front of cheesesteak, it's not a cheesesteak. If I go someplace and it's called a cheesesteak, I might actually get it. But I know better than doing that to myself. So typically, I don't eat cheesesteaks out of the 215 area code. Yeah, I go months without eating cheesesteaks. Like the longest, this stretch has been the longest I have been without. No. When was the last time I was in Philly? When was the last time I had a cheesesteak? I went up there for my friend Dustin's funeral. I went up there for his funeral, and it was probably back. It wasn't that cold. So it might have been February, early March maybe. So I haven't had a cheesesteak since. Dash PDQ, can't wait to see it finish. Yeah! Speaking of which, thank you so very much, Taylor, for this segue. I guess I can sit here and do this. Yeah, baby. So, Johnny from Low Country Smokers, he hit me up, and we've been talking, and he sent me a hat. This is a true dad hat, and this is why I wear fitted hats, because my head is so daggone big that these hats they don't do justice on my head. But we'll rock this for the remainder of the show. He also sent the shirt. All right, this is a Low Country Cookers shirt, and it is nice. It is embroidered. Okay, nice polo. Only thing is, that's a large. This guy, a little bigger than a large. M. Keller says, hi, Dash, just learned about you from Amy McClaymon. Well, thank you very much. I'll have to thank James. It's so funny. Someone asked about a salt, pepper, garlic rub mix or a ratio, and I recommended folks to go check out James's channel. So, we definitely talk about each other. What about Penn Station subs? So here's the thing. Again, being from Philadelphia, I'm not a big fan of subs. I eat hoagies. What cheese you going with on the cheesesteak? All right, so Mike, all three of them. All right, there's there's a cheesesteak place at home, or cheesesteakery as I like to call it. It's called Pagano's, and that was my favorite place. All right, it's one of my top five definitely, because of the childhood nostalgia of me going to Pagano's as a kid. But Pagano's has what's called a triple cheesesteak. It is American provolone and cheese whiz. That is my go-to cheesesteak concoction. Um, the time I was there, I forgot to eat one, but I did get some pizza from the Goodfellas Pizzeria in New Jersey. All right, Carlos, that's what's up. Our cheesesteaks generally rather peppery. Never been to Philly, so why? That's why I asked. No, not peppery. Salt, pepper, garlic. I mean, just salt, pepper. Usually is how the meat is seasoned. It's not too much pepper at all. Did I get the parts from Nuker? No. Double D Mike. He's sending me some handles, and I have yet to take pictures. I'm pretty bad, but he asked me to send pictures of the baskets and things to see if any of them needed any repair. And the one basket does need a little repair, but it's fine. Like, I think it would be fine. Try a small pop-up at a local place. I just serve a couple things and get feedback. It's all trial and error. So Uncle Buck, or Uncle, I think it was Gerald, that is for you, I'm pretty sure. Cypress Blue says sweet hat. That's one for your taste testers. Yes, indeed. I think that might actually fit taste tester number 2. If it doesn't fit taste tester number 2, taste tester number 3 could grow into it. I just started backyard style, so that's what I was thinking. Yep. Talking about hot sauce earlier. What's your favorite hot sauce? Also, what's your favorite commercial barbecue sauce? Lois, you know what I've been on recently? I'm trying to. There it is. So this stuff right here. This stuff. Hopefully you guys can see that. This is called mule sauce, and it was sent to me by Sticker Mule. I ordered some stickers not too long ago. Obviously you guys know I sell stickers. Speaking of which, I have let's see. We have the regular Steel Drum Smoker sticker available at BRBQUE.com, and then I also have 2 other stickers that I don't think I have up there. I've been BSing. This is the shirt imprint. This is the same imprint that's on the shirt, on the sticker. And then we have the Mo Butter Baby stickers. All right. I didn't realize I still had water in here. I need to clean it out now, probably, because this would have been sitting for a while. Also, the Mo Butter Baby stickers. So I'm going to make it a point to try to get those stickers, all of these stickers, up on the website. I'm not going to say tomorrow. Hopefully by the end of the week. But maybe I'll put together some sort of sticker pack. And you can order them and I'll send them out. I'm not making a whole bunch of money on the stickers. Again, if I were getting rich, to not have every cooker possible. But that's just not happening. I'm really just trying to cover the cost of the stickers. Make a cheesesteak outside of Philly and call it a cheesesteak. Does that count? Well, if you call it a cheesesteak, then sure. But, Taylor, I'm going to be honest with you. It probably won't be. I want to say it won't be good, but it's just there's going to be inherently errors in it, Taylor, and that's it. All right, so Carlos, what's your favorite commercial barbecue sauce? I can't tell you that, because that is I won't say trade secret, but that's just for me to know. But yeah, this mule sauce right here is good, and it has a decent kick. There's 4 out of 5 peppers there. Other than that, for the most part, we use a lot of crystal, some Tabasco here and there. But yeah, hoagie with a moonshine, moose smoky oil, vinegar dressing, and a sweet mustard. Ooh. Cypress Blue. Now we're talking. Grumpus says, thumbs up on the mule sauce. Have you ever had Valentina's hot sauce? Yeah, Valentina's is okay. It is, like, I would put it fairly squarely in between, like, a Tabasco and a Crystal. It's not, like, super duper blow your head off hot. My wife thinks your daughter is sweet and funny. Well, thanks, Mike. I appreciate that. Every state is slightly different. My husband started with his business license as an LLC and a vendor's license and a tax EIN from IRS. Yes. So, Jasmine, I have 2 out of those 3, or 2 out of the 3 of those. The only thing I don't have is a vendor's license because I'm not actually selling to the public. Y'all taste the Old Bay hot sauce. So, Gerald, no, I have not had the Old Bay hot sauce. I mean, I am in Maryland, and folks in Maryland went completely bat guano crazy over that hot sauce. And it has not been like I saw and heard about it, and I saw and heard that it sold out so fast that was it. Stephen, he says, hey, yo, good evening, everyone. I'm sorry I'm late and had a video giving me trouble to upload scheduled for tomorrow. It was just one of those evenings, yeah. Yes, Taylor, we are running a monopoly on cheesesteaks. How's a man to get a leg up in this cruel world? Don't try to make something you can't. That's point blank. I mean, know your role, all right? As The Rock used to say. Know your role, okay? But like, seriously, Taylor, I mean, it's nothing. All right, let me put this into words and terms you can understand. You make decent ribs at home, right? I mean, we all who are watching this video probably make decent ribs or decent brisket or decent wings or decent something, right? All of us is probably good at doing some aspect of a specific barbecue, be it steaks. Let's say you cook ribeyes to the best, and your ribeyes are the best. Your brisket is really good. Your pulled pork is really good. Your baby back ribs are really good. You do spares like no one else, or you do St. Louis style ribs. Maybe you do rib tips like no one else. Okay, you go someplace and you try to buy those rib tips, or you try to buy those spares, or you try to buy that St. Louis cut, or you try to buy that brisket, and you, sir, are disappointed, right? Have you ever been disappointed? Just type disappointed down below. Now I'm trying to catch up on the comments because I'm a little behind. Just type disappointed. What about pizza down there? New York's, Papa John's, Pizza Hut, or Domino's huge down there. Lowe's. We have all 3, but they don't compare to New York pizza, like, at all. Mike sustain your lane. My husband does events, local parks, raise money for his youth basketball teams required because the park is open to the public, of course. All right. Hey, Daniel made some amazing pulled pork last week. All right, that's what's up. Hello said disappointed. All right, I'm in DC. Just keep open mind. Giant got it. All right, I mean, I get it. Darian says disappointed. All right, the point I'm trying to make, Taylor, is not that you might not make a good cheesesteak. Okay, the point I'm trying to make is your cheesesteak might not be as good as what I am expecting. Like, if you tell me, oh my gosh, yo, I'm about to make you a cheesesteak unlike anything else you've ever had, and you hype it up and you hype it up and you hype it up, and I get so ready for this cheesesteak that I'm about to have, and then you set it in front of me, and I can just look at it and say, I'm already disappointed, like, before I even get to taste it. And then I will myself to take at least 2 bites, right? At least 2 bites. This is a hard, fast rule. I take at least 2 bites of almost anything. And by some miracle, it's not the worst thing I've ever had. I still know that I need to be tactful and respectful, but there are just some times when you can be disappointed, and being disappointed is not what I want to do. So, yeah. Unless you're baking on your own rolls from scratch, then disappointed, George says. I mean, you can even get decent substitute bread, but oh man, it's Amoroso rolls it's just like, that takes it to a whole nother level. Steven says cheesesteaks in a greasy brown paper bag. Yo, You don't even need a greasy brown paper bag, man. It's just like, yeah. Carlos says, yeah, it's like now that I'm used to smoking ribs on my Lang, it's hard to match the flavor in restaurants. Uncle Bulls is disappointed. Grumpus says, don't make me my barbecue because only I can make my barbecue. That's a really good statement. That's a really, really good statement. And the whole thing is, it might go over some people's heads. So I'm going to say it again. Grumpus says, don't make me my barbecue because only I can make my barbecue. And that's the thing. Make your barbecue, but make your barbecue good enough for Grumpus to like it. Make your barbecue good enough for Carlos to like it. Make your barbecue good enough for Uncle Bull to like it, for Steven to like it, for me to like it. And then your barbecue can sit next to my barbecue. Does that make sense? SC says hi. Uncle Bull, he gives a thumbs up. Mike Hall gives a thumbs up. Mike Hall, Mike, I've seen Mike Hall cook some stuff on Instagram. Mike, not gonna lie, I'm digging it. I'm digging it for sure. Don't try to match him. And I love what Grumpus on Fire said. Yes, indeed. You have any Rocky stories? I'm sure you're tired of hearing this. Rocky stories. I mean, not really. So, I mean, growing up watching Rocky as a kid, I was like, oh, he's running. Where's he running? And I remember my grandmother, my dad's mom, taking me down to the Italian market, and like seeing where he ran through the streets, and where the little kids were following him, definitely. And of course, everybody has seen and run up the iconic art museum stairs where Rocky, ran up, and he's got the Benjamin Franklin behind him, and it's the Benjamin Franklin Parkway. And he was running up the stairs, and he gets to the top, and he's like, oh yeah, he's cheering and stuff like that. Definitely the art museum steps. If you've never been to Philadelphia, do yourself a favor. Go to the art museum. Double park your car in the parkway. Go up those steps. Turn around and look out at the city skyline from the art museum steps. It is amazing. Definitely amazing. Daniel says, I tried some barbecue pulled pork at a restaurant and I couldn't eat more than one bite. It was drowned in liquid smoke and cheap barbecue sauce. Yeah. Grumpus says, yo, Dash got it. Just got the wire. Grumpus says, facts, knowledge. Thank you, Dash. No problem, Mike. Grumpus, I feel you. Did I run the steps? I don't think I've ever run up the steps. Just because it's so cliche, it's like, you leave that for tourists. Do you have a YouTube channel? Oh, Mike says he does have a YouTube channel. Let's just give more props to Rocky than Joe Frazier. Okay, so Darian, the reason why Rocky gets more props than Joe Frazier is because Rocky touched more people. All right? Rocky was a character in a movie, all right, where Joe Frazier was a boxer. So Rocky touched fans of cinematography, movie fans, all right? And Rocky was inspirational. Joe Frazier, he was a boxer, and you would know who Joe Frazier was if you were a boxer or a fan of boxing. So that's why more people were touched by a fictional character than they were by Joe Frazier, who was someone who did a lot for Philadelphia. Dun, 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 dun. All right, yes, indeed. I am the tiger. But Darian, that's my take on that. Joe Frazier did a lot in and around North Philly, but Rocky was inspirational to people on the big screen. It was so that's why he touched more people. Lots of people don't even know who Joe Frazier is. Again, you'd have to be a boxing fan in order to know who Joe Frazier was, and or raised in a certain generation, because most people of my generation didn't know who Joe Frazier was. We only knew about Mikey Tyson. All right, we only heard about Mike Tyson, and just like people in a generation before me, Lennox Lewis, Buster Douglas, Joe Frazier, Muhammad Ali, all of those cats. All George Foreman is another one. All right, Joe Smoking Frazier was in the Ali era, so that's all part of it. Sugar Ray Leonard, definitely. But George Foreman, we kind of heard about Foreman because he was on the tail end of his career. Sweet Pea, all right. So generations, and again, boxing fans of generations. Grumpus says, I grew up watching Joe. I'm so bad I make medicine sick. Yes, indeed. I would have. Again, there's a resurgence of Ali fans because of Will Smith in the Ali movie. When you bring back and you touch someone of a different generation and you educate them to someone, then that's when they kind of go back and start doing the research and say, dang, this is a real person. All right. Uncle Bull says, marvelous Marvin Hagler. Foreman was the Rumble in the Jungle by King. Yeah, Don King. That was one of his first big promotions. What did he say? What was it? Shoot. Oh man, why can't I think of it? What was it? Stung by a bee? Oh man, what did Ali say? Smoke the roast. Yeah, I'll smoke the roast. Thriller in Manila. Yes, indeed. Darian, but the whole thing is that's just how Hollywood works, man. Chuck roast is poor man's brisket. Yes, indeed, Mike. And I was going to say, I've smoked roast and made poor man's brisket. I have 3 videos about, maybe even 4 videos about poor man's brisket. 2 videos where I failed, and then 2 videos, at least 1, maybe 2 videos of me actually getting it right. Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. That's it. Thank you guys. Ali is my idol, Carlos says. Make a movie on Joe Frazier and he'll become more, he'll get more appreciation from younger generations. That's exactly it. Jasmine understands exactly what I'm saying. And that's the thing, people don't know until something is thrust in front of them. You put something into a movie and then people start doing, the gears start turning and everything starts happening. Speaking of movies, right? I'm big into watching documentaries. I will sit and watch a documentary over watching some, rom-com on Netflix any day. I just finished watching it was a documentary that was done in 2018, and I guess it was just released recently. It's called Immigration Nation. And I was angry watching this movie. And the thing is, the immigrations and customs enforcement, some of the things that they do are just not. I mean, in America, this country was founded by immigrants, basically. And now for the powers that be to push away and to turn away as many immigrants as they are, it doesn't sit well with me. Lo says I'm a huge boxing fan. Gerald says it done kicked in now. No, man, I'm chilling. I'm still fine. Who could it be? Muhammad Ali. I never heard of him when he came to Bengals training camp. Palmer and Chad was there on the team. Remember when Ali was Cassius? Yes. So like that. People Ali was amazing. Cool man, Brisket. Jail, but not. He was going to jail by not going to the army. Yes, indeed. So and that's one of the things, man. Ali had principles, and his principles said that he couldn't go fight in a war that he didn't believe in, and I understand why. You know, it's principles. I was about to say, let's go to jail. All right, I met him my sophomore year of high school. Uncle Bull says that's what's up. Unfortunately, aside from some local politicians in Baltimore, I have not met anyone famous aside from I met Nelly, but you know, Nelly. I'm trying to think. Nah, anyone else? Do I do any beer can chickens? No, Gerald, I don't. That's a waste of beer. That's completely my reasoning behind never having done a beer can chicken. Is a waste of beer. No, I haven't. I don't have his autograph, but I do have a painting signed by Stallone. That's what's up. I mean, I don't know. I've never been one to seek out a whole bunch of famous people. Like, oh, I want to meet this person, meet that person. But Nelly was one, you know, in the time when he was like a really, really big, was when I met Nelly. Other than that, like I said, some local politicians in Baltimore in this, you know, area. But other than that, I mean, the mayor of Baltimore, I met, who was he? Senator, congressman. But I met Elijah Cummings. I met Elijah Cummings a couple times before he passed away. But you know, a couple folks in and around Baltimore, you know, talking. I won't say talking heads, but yeah. Ray Lewis. No. So Jasmine, I'm not a Ravens fan. I was born and raised in Philadelphia. Bigger the bubbles, stronger the alcohol. No, other way around. So bigger the bubbles, the bubbles dissipate faster, stronger the alcohol. That first jar, 188 proof. The second jar, 105 proof. The bubbles dissipated a lot slower in the lower alcohol. I had it completely backwards. St. Lunatics. Oh man, shoot, I remember those guys too. Grumpus says I hang with famous folk every Wednesday. What? Where? Jasmine, that was before his Air Force Ones. This was right after oh man, was it EI? I guess it was underlay. I'm like, EI. Oh yeah. When's your next cook, Gerald? I don't know. I've been cooking, doing stuff for the family. Just pick up some pink butcher paper from the link in the description you use on my next brisket cook. Well, that's what's up, George. Thank you. I like mine straight. Yes, indeed, George. Me too. We'll let you know how it turns out. Well, that's what's up, George. George, did you say you were in Hanover? Where are you, sir? You're an Eagles fan, but figured you might have seen Lewis since you live in Baltimore. No, I have been to exactly one Baltimore Ravens game. One, and it was a preseason game. Country grammar. Yes, indeed. I got 2 videos to do. Well, Mike, that's what's up. I'm on my phone, so I can't, and I don't have my laptop set up. Usually I have my laptop set up and, go from there. All right, George, write this number down. 977-46. Whoa. 4696. I had to think about it. Just come up with a cure for the pandemic. When is the Dash Bash? Man, Jimmy. I wish this was the cure for the pandemic. This is close to the cure, though. Vince Papal, who was that? Yeah, but George, hit me up, man. I would. If you have any questions or anything, I would love to help you out. Again, George, whenever you're ready. All right. 977-4696. Do you use lighter fluid? I do. On my 5-foot grill table, using lighter fluid is the most efficient means of getting that grill started. But other than that, I don't use lighter fluid. I use tumbleweeds or grill starters or anything like that. And I definitely don't use lighter fluid in like my big green egg. But there are times when lighter fluid is a necessary evil. Jimbo Q, what's going on? How you doing this evening? But yeah, that 5-foot grill table, when I can put 2 bags of charcoal in it, there's no easier way to get it started than using lighter fluid. I would need to use half a dozen chimneys. You thinking lighter fluid? Nah, man. I'm telling you, lighter fluid has its place. I had someone come at me the other day about using lighter fluid. I'm like, yo, you use lighter fluid like you use salt. Wait, Vince Papale, is he a recent Eagles player or is he an older Eagles player? Ah, the kicker. That's why his name was familiar. He was the walk-on kicker. That's what's going on. Easy Q from Fort Bragg, North Carolina. What's going on? Oops, drinking. Yeah, I don't drink the. I definitely don't drink the lighter fluid. Definitely don't drink the lighter fluid. But I know it has its place, man. Folks who poop on lighter fluid, man. I'm telling you, you know why people poop on lighter fluid? It's because it's probably because of the people who make the grill starters, the wax cubes, the other stuff like that. They give grief about the lighter fluid, and it's just because it's bad for business. But I'm telling you, it's okay to use lighter fluid. They made a movie with Mark Wahlberg. Yes, Carlos. So exactly, as soon as you said his name and Mark Wahlberg, I knew exactly who you were talking about. But he was like in the Randall Cunningham era, if not before Randall Cunningham. Same thing. He was also with why can't I think of the quarterback? Oh, Ron Jaworski, Jaws. Again, I didn't start learning about football. I didn't become a football fan until like the Cunningham era. But yeah. All right, George. Thank you very much. I got your message, and we will be talking. All right. I just want to make sure that brisket turns out well for you. But obviously, you know I can't use the public forum. Waiting for that to fall out. Oh, not me. 2 autograph pictures, both black and white. Bobby Orr in East Jersey. Just hope they're real and never checked yet. All right, Brandon. Hey. How you doing? Oh man, hopefully all is well. My husband has a Michael Vick jersey from the Eagles. All right, Uncle Bull. That's exactly who I think of every time people hate on the use of lighter fluid. Myron Mixon used to use lighter fluid back in the day. He said, "What's wrong with using lighter fluid?" He was like, "You can use lighter fluid." He said, "The companies made the lighter fluid to be used. I'm gonna use the lighter fluid." I like. Every time I hear people hate on lighter fluid, I think of Myron Mixon. Every single time. Because I'm like, yo, all these people love Myron Mixon, but they hate on lighter fluid. And Myron Mixon is one of those cats that he loves using his lighter fluid, or at least he did. All right. I'll be emailing you soon, asking you some barbecue catering questions. I will greatly appreciate some assistance. It will be my first cook for about 200 folks. Well, easy. Good luck. Are you planning to do another trip before the winter this year? Trip as far as where? Trip with a grill or a smoker? Look, Gerald says I still use it. Me too. Sitting here smoking Cohiba. Nice. Straight out of Cuba. Well, I wish I could smoke a Cohiba right now. This one off the barbecue show last season. All right. Yo, exactly, and he's a champion. I mean, you know, all these people who don't get me started. Like, I haven't had that much to drink to like go off on a rant and a tangent about all these people who hate on different things. You know, I mean, come on. Like, if I cook something and I lit the fire with charcoal or lighter fluid, the thing is, and the reason why, if you can taste lighter fluid in your cooking, you're doing a few things wrong. First, you're using too much lighter fluid. Second, you're probably cooking on your fire before it's ready. And third, you're probably doing number 1 and 2. Yeah. Lo says like a trip to Texas. I doubt it. I've been chilling. I haven't been going anywhere. But yeah. Mario says a chimney. Excuse me. A chimney and a wax cube is easy enough, so I'll stick with it. Nothing wrong with that. Not hating. But there are times when lighter fluid can be more efficient. Yes, I'm eating some Swedish fish, some red fish. 7-Eleven brand. Cypress says just bought 3 small Cubans plus 3 boxes of lunch. That's what's up. Let it burn off and take 20 minutes. Where's the best barbecue place to eat in Texas? My husband has a basketball tournament out there in October and want to take the team out to eat after. So Jasmine, here's the thing. Where in Texas? Texas is a huge place. Texas is not just saying like we're going to New Orleans. Where's the best place to get etouffee? It ain't that way. Texas is huge. You need to narrow down where you're going to be or where you're going to go, because if you say I'm going to be in Austin, then my recommendation would be definitely go to Valentina's. Definitely go to Louis Mueller's. But those 2 places are an hour apart from each other. But Alton, the dog father, he could definitely tell you some different places. But Louis Mueller's and Valentina's are 2 of the places that we ate at while we were in Austin. And my goodness, Valentina's was phenomenal. We also ate at Style Switch. The only reason I can't like recommend Style Switch is because I ate so much at Valentina's that I was full and really couldn't give Style Switch a fair shake. But we had a tour at Style Switch and it was great. If you haven't seen the videos from when I went to Texas, then definitely check it out. But then when we went to Louis Mueller's, my goodness, like oh, that was good. They have tumbleweeds to start a fire. Yes. Barbecue's about having fun. Do what makes you happy, lighter fluid or not. Jimbo Q says. Hamburger meat is $1.95 a pound. Hallelujah. Brandon says. Do I like Jägermeister? I've dabbled with Jaeger. We're in Richmond and then Houston. Richmond, Virginia? Or is there a Richmond in Texas? And I don't know about barbecue places in Houston. I've never been to Houston. But there are a few folks here that are... I dropped one! That are from or live around Houston that could probably help you out with barbecue spots in and around Houston. If I have time, I use propane. But if I get the fire started... That's how I tried a twang of salt on my watermelon slice. Man, now I must put that twang. mm. Dude, Steven, I'm a big man. I got to be a big man for a reason. I cook, and I will never, 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 never steer you wrong. My opinions are my own, but usually if you try something I tell you about, you be like, yo, he got a point. And that twang of salt, ooh. It's ready to go from Beaumont, Texas, El Paso. You go from Beaumont to Chicago. Oh, it's further to go from Beaumont, Texas to El Paso than it is to go from Beaumont to Chicago. Yeah. Gerald says I've never cooked with a propane tank yet. Look, well, you just start. Like, you've seen me start my grills and smokers with the propane, the weed burning torches. So I think that's fat finger text. No problem, John. I want to fry some fish out back. Yeah, right. What kind of fish? There is everything in Texas. Go to Colleen's in Houston. Look, Ben's talking about go to Colleen's. I'm like, go to Killeen, like Killeen, Texas. I'm like, that's north of Austin. I've been to Killeen. There's a Richmond in Texas. They said. You ever been to Kentucky? I have been to Kentucky. I was in where was I in Kentucky? Why can't I think of the name of the city? There's a town. It's in Virginia. And then it's also no, that's Tennessee. Bristol is what I was thinking of. Kentucky, I think we've driven through Kentucky. But that was about it. I don't think I've ever stayed in Kentucky, not for any period of time. Dashy Dash, what's going on? Sorry I'm late, Lou says. Well, Lou Calamatis, better late than never, and just Dash works. No need to add to it. I use Barbecue Dragon. They should call it the Inferno Dragon, Jimbo Q says. I've heard Patriot Barbecue in San Leon is pretty good. I've seen on YouTube that they say on Barbecue Patriot or the Patriot Barbecue in San Leon is pretty good too, Grumpus says. Hey, look, if you haven't already, please hit that thumbs up button for me. I'd greatly appreciate it. I'm almost finished. Oh man, this is one for the books. Woo! I ain't no slouch. Definitely cod or whiting. Oh, cod. I like fried cod. I won't say more than I like whiting. Cod is just meatier. Not tired yet. Got on my bucket list. Not tried it yet, but on my bucket list already. So I'm like tired. I'm eating candy. Yo, that was more than a sip that I took. Out of that high test. That's not even high test. That's like super premium. I say high test is in the 140s. This is super premium. R. Barrett, or is it Barreau? So he says, have you smoked a whole WHOLE, a whole turkey? And if so, how long did it take? Hold on one second. Hurry up. It's okay. All right. Well, if you go in the kitchen, I can see you in the reflection from the TV. All right. So, So a whole turkey depends on how long a turkey was going to take. It depends on how big the turkey is. So I can't tell you how long a turkey is going to take because, again, it depends on how big your turkey is. But I usually don't cook any turkeys bigger than 15 pounds. And I've had some of them finish in as fast as 4 hours, and some of them can take as long as 8 hours. It just depends on where they are in my big smoker. How did I meet Nelly? I was in St. Louis, and Nelly was under the arch in St. Louis. I went up. My friends and I went to St. Louis on a trip. We went to St. Louis. A couple of my friends had a friend that lived in, or a coworker actually, that lived in St. Louis or was from St. Louis, and she was like, "Y'all should come to St. Louis and then have a good time and party in St. Louis." And they were like, "Yo, we're going to St. Louis." I'm like, "Okay." So we went to St. Louis, and one of the days we were there, we went to our arch, and a few of my friends kind of hung out at the bottom of the arch, and I went up into the arch. And when I was up in the arch, there was a park ranger who said, "Hey, do you know who Nelly is?" I'm like, "Yes, I know who Nelly is." She said, "Well, Nelly's down on the river, and if you don't know, the arch sits on the west, I believe it's the west side of the Mississippi River." She said, "Nelly's down on the river filming something." And I'm like, "Really?" I'm like, "Nelly was in Philly last night." She said, "No, he's down there on the river." So I happen to have a video camera, and I zoomed in, and sure enough, the Olds 442, Olds Cutlass 442, I could see it down at the river. And so I was like, "Oh man!" So I looked out at the arch, and I was like, "Okay." I looked out one side, and okay, looked out the other side, and then went back down the arch, and I went outside. So I called my friends. Now, mind you, this is like in the beginning stages of cell phone technology. So I called my friends, and there were 5 of us, and of the 5, only one of them answered their phone, and so he and I met Nelly on the river, and we got his autograph. I got him to sign my ticket from when I went up to the top of the arch, and I was talking to him about the olds. In the video, I believe it was EI. There were a lot of burnt out bulbs on the car, and I asked him about that. I said, "Yo, why was there so many burnt bulbs in the video?" He was like, "Man, they had all these things hooked up to the car." He said they kept blowing bulbs because of the fuses and this, that, and the other, blah, blah, blah. And yeah, so that was my, I don't want to say fondest, but that was how I met Nelly. Ben says unloaded. Yeah, that's a great cookie vid. Thank you very much, Grumpus. Jimmy, I'll tell her you said hi. Pancakes time. No, you know what? I don't know what, you know what, because my wife actually ordered mod pizza earlier, so yeah, we all, well, they all had mod pizza. I actually had Chipotle. What's up, Jeff? How you doing? Born and raised in Cali. My husband and I have been in Lafayette, Louisiana for the last 3 years. 15 and 7 pounds, 17 pounds, all right. Gerald says he's in D.C. Nice, never been, but definitely want to. It was not prepaid, man. It definitely wasn't prepaid. I'll shoot. I just think it was a matter of the fact that the signal, we all didn't have service. Like, I had Sprint back in the day, and I think it was Sprint back in the day. And I don't know if my other buddy Ed, I don't know what, I can't remember what phone carrier he had, but he was the only one that answered his phone. So Carlos, I do not actually know. Like, I know I put that autograph in a box, like it was an old cigar box that I had, or it was like a jewelry box, but it was a wood box, and I think that box is at my mom's house. And yeah, but if I had to find it, I mean, I could, next time I'm up there, I will try to think about trying to find it, but I have no idea where that box is. But I know that it is in that box. It was on the ticket stub from me going up to the arches. But I mean, it was just scribbled. Yeah. Yeah. It's so funny. But yeah, I met Nelly. Yeah. Every time I talk about it, it just tickles me pink. Because some people are like, oh my gosh, you met Nelly. And other people are like, you met who? Like, yeah. I don't know. You figure with the proximity I am or have to DC, I would have. I met, who did I meet? What was his name? Oh man. Now, there's been certain people I've seen, but never like shaking their hand and talk to them. I saw Robert Townsend. I was at Ben's Chili Bowl in DC. One of those late night, oh, let's go to Ben's Chili Bowl. Okay. Been drinking, okay. So I went to Ben's Chili Bowl, and I'm sitting down at the table, and lo and behold, Robert Townsend walks in. And it was so funny because it was like, yo, that's Robert Townsend. And I'm looking, I'm like, what? Yo, that is Robert Townsend. Like, wow. Okay. I didn't talk to him, so it was like, okay. And then also Bismarck, he lives close to where I live. Like I heard he lived in Howard County or Laurel or something, but I've seen him a couple times in and around the area. The KB says, hey everybody, I'm late to the party, just got off work. Well, KB, you done missed out. I highly recommend you go back and watch the first half an hour, 45 minutes of the live stream, and you will then, like, here's your incentive. Go back and watch the first couple minutes of the live stream, because these two jars, you will know what is in those two jars. And I'm not going to tell you what it was, but oh my goodness. I met the whole Detroit Red Wings team after the Stanley Cup. This is up. That's funny, Carlos. I don't know. What do you think? Yeah, KB, you got some catching up to do. You got some going. That's the incentive right there. That's all I'm gonna say about it. Wait, let me take a sip. Mm-hmm. Woo. Goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. Seeing that you're going down memory lane, are baseball cards still a trend with the youth of today? I doubt it. But I was not really all that big of a baseball card collector. So I think that's kind of why I doubt it. Because I never got into baseball card collecting. But then again, it's one of those things where, depending on your parent or your grandparent who might have been into like card collecting, that child or that grandchild might be into card collecting. Like I remember as a kid, every now and again I had some basketball cards or baseball cards, even football cards. Like for real, like I remember having a couple of different Eagles football cards, and like I remember I had a Shaq rookie card, and I don't know if it was like a college card or what, but like I had an early Shaq card, but I don't know where any of that stuff is nowadays. All right, Jeff says, "Good job, guys," on the thumbs up. There's definitely, holy cow, there's 63 thumbs up and 35 folks still watching. I saw that Undertaker at Houston Airport 2005. I think this is where it's the elevator, and I'm like, where do I know this guy from? Yo, that right there, Lou, is so real, because I've had people do that to me, and I'm like, yo, I'm a regular guy. Where's Kirk at? Kirk, where are you when I need you? I'm a regular guy. All right, I go out and I'm doing regular guy stuff, man. Like out and about, doing regular things. And, I had people look at me and I'm like, yo, I know you. Nah, you don't know me. Like, nah. I know you from somewhere, man. I know you from somewhere. Where do I know you from? and my manager, he has this thing where he says, "Do you watch a lot of P?" And I'm like, "Dude, it depends on who I'm with and when I can say that." But that's usually his response when someone asks, like, "Yo, where do I know you from?" That's usually his response, right? That's his go-to reply. Uh, Jasmine says, my father-in-law has baseball cards back from the 70s and 80s. That's what's up. Baseball cards, slapping bicycle spokes. Anyone remember that? Yes, indeed, I do. You have.
You really have not.
All right, you better go over there.
Please.
No, it's not a. My husband has a Deion Sanders rookie card on the Falcons. That's what's up. Stan Musial card and a Bob Feller signed. Nice. This is the Matchbox cards collection back in the day. Nice. My oldest son is 12 and he collects the larger cards still in the box. He's really into cars like his dad. That's what's up, Jasmine. I'm a car guy as well. It's a crazy feeling. Yeah. Yeah, it is, Lou. Yeah, it is. Lou, you know what? I wouldn't put it past you for someone to recognize you either, man. Like, for real. Hold on 1 second, guys. All right, I apologize. Uh, I'm saving up for a Fox Body Mustang. Man, Mike, good luck with trying to find a clean Fox Body. They have all been raped and pillaged and beat to hell, and they're all twisted. Mm. Now, notchback or hatchback Fox Body. Uh, Lewis says, "Oh, I'm late, but I got to see a mute." He said, "Yeah, buddy." No, Texas number one that he couldn't wait until I was done with the live stream, and I'm still talking, so he wanted to talk. Kills me to think of Mickey Mantle, Willie Mays, and other greats. Me and my brothers destroyed. Yes, indeed. Oh my gosh, on the spokes. Yeah. So what's so funny, Grumpus? I didn't really do the whole baseball card, basketball card, football card, and the spoke thing. We used to take and I'm dating myself, the quarter hug bottles, and we would jam them like in the, I want to say, is that a triple tree? In the fork, in between a tire, and it was like wah 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 because the plastic was rubbing against the rubber, yo. But I never used baseball cards. But I did put either a soda can or a hug bottle. The plastic hug bottles, they used to be 25 cents. Steven says, "Stash, we can read beard." Sure can, Steven, sure. Jim Mill says, "I got my 68 GTO." That's what's up, man. Restored or a project? Yeah, that's a good one. I want an emerald green notch. Nice. Like the Boys in the Hood notch. Like a hardtop or a convertible. Oh, man. Yo, the white was it MCN or MGN leather and some Dayton's. Now we talking. Now, but see me, I would love to to drag race one of those. patch on the Mustang for me, Lou says. All right. Are there any competitions coming that you're going to be a part of? Where and when? So, Mr. Barrett, the one SCA event that I actually kind of look forward to was actually last weekend or 2 weekends ago, and I didn't go. I am taking the pandemic seriously. I have been hanging around around the house more. I have been trying not to take unnecessary precaution, unnecessary. Um, let's see. I'm trying to take all precautions. How about that? And I haven't done a whole bunch of bigger events and things like that. So yeah. Uncle Bull says frame off restoration. That's what's up. Uncle Bull says you put an LS motor in the Mustangs. Hell no, man. That's sacrilegious. No Chevy engine belongs in a Mustang. Period. Mike says no vert. I had a red chopper back in the day. All right. My mom was doing frame off restoration in 67 Firebird. He's about 75% complete. Gran Torino. I'm a fan of Gran Torinos. Jimbo Q says cars are always more money into them than you'll ever get out. Father-in-law, I was on the list for the 2021 Corvette. Nice. Uncle Bull says if you're going to win, dude, I'm telling you, man. Turbos, man. Turbos. Either that, you know what else I would love? I would love to see more of 2Js into Mustangs. I saw a 2J in a Mustang last year. I was in Ocean City, Maryland, and it just didn't sound right. Like it was like, hold up, there's something rotten in the state of Denmark. And I was behind this car, and I was like, and we were in traffic, so we weren't like idling, like we weren't driving real hot and heavy. And I'm behind the car, and I'm like, yo, pause the music, roll the windows down, kind of get close to the window, and I'm like, yo, and it had a small little badge on the back that said 2J, or it said TRD. And I was like, hold up, what? Duck Papa says, yo, it's been a minute, busting out barbecue in a new trailer, doing pre-order deliveries one night a week, family style platters with a half-pound brisket, pulled pork ribs, and a pint of baked beans. That's what's up. Yo, Carlos, now, the eclipse that Brian O'Connor had, yes, indeed. So you know what's so crazy? Back in the early 90s, my mom had a friend who had an Eclipse, all-wheel drive Eclipse. It was a 5-speed all-wheel drive Eclipse, and I think it was a 4 GTE. Was the engine in there, and it might have had a turbo, it might not have had a turbo. I really don't remember, but test test number 3. So, but that thing, I never really got to drive it. Cierra la puerta. There you go. I never really got to drive it. She's going to the bathroom. Never really got to drive it, but because I was too young. But once I found out what it was when I was older, I was like, yo, whatever happened to that car? Exhausted. My friend had to pop in and say hi. Stay safe. Cheers, everyone. Peace. All right, Lou, be easy. Good night. Supercharged. I like superchargers. I'm looking at an 81 Thunderbird with a 4-weight Windsor with a turbo. That's what's up, Mike. You know what's so crazy? My grandfather must have been a Ford guy. Must have been. My grandfather was a Ford guy. He had a Thunderbird. The Thunderbird that had the 5-liter in it. Now this was like mid to late 80s Thunderbird. I think it was like 86, 88 Thunderbird. and I didn't know what it was until my grandmother gave it to my cousin, and he drove it into the ground. And then she also had no, actually, she had a Thunderbird and a Cougar. The Cougar had, I think they both had 5 liters in them. Now that I think about it, but one was a Ford, the Ford Cougar, or the Ford Thunderbird, and the Cougar was a Mercury. Yo, that Mercury was so top of the line, and it was gold. It was great. I just always remember like wanting that between the Cougar and the Thunderbird. But yeah, Grumpus says in my high school days I dropped the small block Chevy in 62 Nova. Still didn't get me. Sorry to hear that, Grumpus. Had a 2001 GT Mustang convertible in Kona Blue. Loved that car. Brando Carlos Skyline was. Turn off the light. I was back. Well, thank you very much for joining us, Cypress Blue. Sorry to hear that, Grumpus. Like, yeah, sorry to hear that. Welcome back, Laura, for real. No, I'm still here. People talking. Cypress says, "Want for coffee?" I could go for some coffee right now too, but I'm looking at these jars. 2.3 liter turbo. What was a 2.3 liter turbo? Oh, the Eclipse. 2.3 liter? Seriously? The Windsor V8. Nah, it had to be. So a 305 is a 305 was a 5 liter. So how checking out my cigars, 69 Grand National. I so wish I still had it. Dude, Jimmy, let me tell you. My mother had and I've talked about this before. It was either a 1980 or an 84 Buick Regal. It was sky blue. 305 is Chevy, 302 is Ford. I knew it was 3 and some change. So, listen, I grew up with liters, all right? As far as engines, like I know liters. I don't know cubic inches. Like, I do not know cubic inches. But so my mom had this sky blue Buick Regal, and I did not realize that it had as big of an engine in it as it did until after she sold it, after she got rid of it. And I was like less than 10, and I was like, "Mom, this is the car that I want. Like, I want this car." So if I ever get the chance to buy a mid '80s Buick Regal with the I guess it's 302 5 liter engine in it, I will get it. And of course, the dream will be a Grand National. But I mean, I definitely have a soft spot for Buicks and Regals in particular. Man, it was like a blue interior, blue cloth interior with the sky blue exterior. Yeah, it was crazy. The Thunderbird. Well, it was a 5 liter. Yes. What's your favorite basketball team, if you have any? Any thoughts on LB Space Jam? So I'm not the biggest basketball fan, but if I root for any team, the team that I root for is the 76ers. I'm a homer when it comes to stuff like that. Again, Iverson growing up, Iverson being on the Sixers and the Sixers getting to the championship, even though I believe we lost to the Lakers in 5 games. That was it. And Space Jam, yeah, I might watch it, but it's not like, oh my god, I have to go watch it now. Carlos, my uncle was a sucker for Ford, American Ford, Belgian Ford, English Ford, Australian Ford. Sure. 305 is Chevy, 302 is Ford. Go get one. What do you know about a 68 Buick Skylark GS with a 4-speed? So, you know what's crazy? My mom has only ever, I won't say only ever driven Buicks, but only, as long as I've known my mother, right? She's only ever owned Buicks. And that whole GM Buick thing has definitely rubbed off on me. And yeah. Oh, you've been watching the live stream?
I was.
Uh, Taste Tester number 2 just came downstairs and he's singing the Eye of the Tiger. So you guys have, I can thank you guys for that. But so my mother has only ever driven Buicks for the most part. My beauty, yes indeed, that GNX. If you know the VIN number, you might be able to find it. No, I do not know the VIN. So actually, Mike, here's another pet peeve of mine. Saying VIN number is redundant. VIN stands for vehicle identification number. So what you just posted was the VIN number or the VIN number. Anyway, that's my father-in-law gave my bro an 82 Cutlass that he ran into the ground that my husband wanted. So the story of your cousin getting the car, you can relate to, dude. I mean, my cousin ran a few cars into the ground. He actually ran the Cougar and the Thunderbird into the ground because he was older than I was, and he got the cars. Actually, technically, he ran the Eco Mustang. It was like a 4-cylinder Mustang. It was orange. They called it the Pumpkin. He smacked that up. Then he smacked up the Thunderbird. Then, actually, now that I think about it, he might have bought the Cougar on his own. No. Yeah, he might have bought the Cougar on his own. But, still, my cousin, he used to tear up some cars. 82 Sky Blue Grand Prix. Jeez. But even the Cutlass, like, I would be okay with the Cutlass because it was the same, what was that, G-body, I guess? GM G-body that the Regal was on, or chassis was on. But I want the Buick. I don't want the Pontiac. I want the Buick. I always wanted to have cornrows like Iris and Easy. Nah, the Buick with the, what was the Buick with the 455? Golly, I don't know. My brother had a 73 Roadrunner, yellow and black scoop on the hood. The guy he bought it from was used it as a drag racer. That's what's up. I moved like lightning. My dad took it to OPP. Said my son's car, leave him alone. What was my first car? My first car. Oh my goodness. Do we really want to go there? My first car was a 1988 champagne-colored Nissan Pulsar with the T-tops. Not the good Pulsar either. It was the Econo 4-banger Pulsar, and it was a 5-speed, and I learned how to drive 5-speed on my way from picking it up about an hour away from where we live in Philadelphia, driving it home. Picked it up on a Friday night, and I went ahead and it overheated, and I blew the head gasket Saturday morning. Thank goodness we had AAA, and I got it towed back to my house, and then there was a mechanic that we took it to, and actually this mechanic is actually a really good guy, and if I go to his shop right now to this day and I had a problem if I'm in Philadelphia, his name is Mr. Brenton, and I think it was Brenton Walker, but he runs a mechanic shop, and he had a little shop, and then he moved to another shop, but he had a thing for my mom. He had a thing for my mom, and he used to say, my mom's name starts with K. He says, K's bouncing baby boy. But he fixed up that car, and he did a head gasket on that car, and it cost me, it did cost me, because what ended up happening when we found out it needed a head gasket, the previous owner, they gave me half of the money to do the head gasket. I think the head gasket was like $1,700, and they gave me half of the money to do the head gasket, and then I put the other half on my mom's credit card when I was 16, and I had to pay off that credit card, and yeah. And the best part is I proceeded to smack that car up like 5 months after I got it. Yeah. Yeah, 1988 Nissan Pulsar. I believe 100% sure. Was uncle, brother-in-law ran a 70 Monte Carlo to the ground as well. And then the Cutlass. Everyone wanted a Grand National. Actually, the GNX. I have a 2005 Dodge Dakota with a 4.7 V8 with the Flowmaster 40 single and a dual out. Nice. So I actually have a '01 Dodge Dakota, but it's got this 3.6 liter. I think it's a 3.6 liter V6. George, that's another one. I hate when people say ATM machine. Thank you, Jasmine. G-Body for the Regal Cutlass and Monte Carlo in the 80s. Funny the guy that gave parts back. Back to the car. Yes, Carlos. That Cougar reminds me of the Thundercats as well. Regal's Trick Daddies. Alright. Mine was a 78 AMC Matador Brown Colored the Turd. Vanilla Ice 5.0 drop top. Yep. Looked like a Fiero. Wait. What looked like a Fiero? The Pulsar? It was similar to a Fiero, but the Fiero was mid-engine or rear engine, I guess, and the Pulsar, it just had that pointy. But what it did have that actually I had two cars that had pop-up headlights. Pop-up headlights. Japanese cars in the late 80s with the pop-up headlights. Yes, indeed. So the seller actually gave you half the money for the head gasket. Yes, they did. Because they sold me the car, and the second day I had it, we found out the head gasket was blown, and I didn't do anything crazy. I went out driving. I knew it said 3.8, 3.9. I don't know. The truck has been parked in the garage for years. Supposed to be slated for taste tester number 1, but who knows? I bought the truck from my father-in-law. Intended on it being like a knock-around truck for me, but I never really drove it that much. But I've had that truck for, at least 6, maybe even 7 years. Taylor's first car was an 95 Thunderbird tank. Smacked it up about a month or so after having it. Had to drive it for a long while afterwards. The Pulsar, I don't know, man. Maybe because I had the Pulsar, and I knew people who had Fieros and the Pulsar. I guess it kind of looks similar, that whole wedge front end, but you could definitely tell the difference between a Fiero and a Pulsar. But yeah, pop-up headlights for sure. Then my second car was a 1990 Dodge Daytona, and I can't remember if the Daytona had pop-up headlights or not, but I think it did have pop-up headlights. But the car seemed big over there. It depends on where you go. Steven, thank you, man. He gave you 2 thumbs up. I appreciate that, man. Checking in on a different account. Yo, Marcus. So there's a channel on YouTube, it's Donut Media, and they have a whole song dedicated to pop-up headlights. And every time they talk about pop-up headlights, they pop-up headlights. Yeah. But I can honestly say that I had pop-up headlights. I think it was on my first two vehicles had pop-up headlights. Like, seriously. The 88 Pulsar and the 1990 Dodge Daytona. Oh man, I actually have a file of all of the different cars I've had. So just quickly, I'll try to remember off the top of my head. So first car was the 88 Nissan Pulsar. Blew the head gasket the second day I owned it. Smacked it up 4 months after owning it. Um, that was the absolute clown car. It was a hatchback with T-tops, pop-up headlights, 5-speed, and yo, I was in high school when I had it, and it was one of those things where I would drive to school, and if I saw people headed to school, we would pile in. It was like, yo, that was the clown car. The most people I had in that car was like 6 or 8 people, and it was like 2 seats up front, and it was like the teeniest little bench in the back. And man, look, all I know was I was comfortable. I wasn't adjusting my seat for anybody, so I sat alone, and then 2 people could sit in the passenger seat, and then like 3 or 4 people, 5 people could sit in the back. So yeah, 7, 8 people in that car headed into the schoolyard. Yo, real talk, it happened. Oh man, the trunk had provisions for you to put the T-tops down into the trunk. Oh, I don't even think I could fit into a Nissan Pulsar nowadays. But so that was my first car. Second car was a 1990 Dodge Daytona. After the Daytona, I had a 94 Isuzu Amigo. That was the first car I bought by myself. Like, got my own loan, had my own insurance, all of that stuff. So I drove that vehicle for quite a while. I think it also had a blown head gasket when I finally parked it, and I got rid. Well, I didn't even get rid of it. I kept the Amigo, and I bought a from a 94. I went to a 2000 Ford Expedition, and the Expedition. So the Amigo was a 5-speed. The Expedition was an automatic V8. I bought the Expedition right as fuel prices were going up, and I drove the Expedition for quite some time. And I blew the head gasket in the Expedition. It overheated. There must have been something faulty with that. So I sold that to CarMax and took a loss on that one because I was upside down. And I bought so that was 2000. So then I bought it was a 2000. I believe it was a 2006 Dodge Caravan, Grand Caravan. Yo, I definitely put a hurting on some head gaskets for sure. I do. The Pulsar, the Daytona. What happened to the Daytona? I think I smacked up the Daytona as well. No. I traded the Daytona in to get the Amigo. But the Daytona ended up being my go-go gadget car. The hood latch was broken, so my mom there was some issue with my mom. Like, I was living with my mom, and there was some issue with my mom's car. So she decided to get into my Daytona and drive it somewhere. Well, my mom, who has only had Buicks, the parking brake is on the left side, and you press in the thing to release the parking brake. Well, in the Daytona, it had a, gear shift was in the middle, and it had a pull style handbrake. She broke off the hood latch handle, pressing down. So I had a pair of, needle nose vice grips on, to pull the hood latch, and in that car, the fuel gauge didn't work. The hood latch didn't work. It had a huge exhaust leak, so it sounded way better than it should have. One of those brrr, brrr, oh my gosh, man. But I traded in the Daytona on the Amigo, and yeah. Then the Expedition, like I said, the Expedition had a bad head gasket. I was upside down on the Expedition. I traded it, sold it to CarMax, and I had the Expedition for quite a while. Once the head gasket blew in the Expedition, where actually it was like one of those intermittent problems, I sold it, and then I bought, I believe it was a 2000. It was either 05 or 06 Dodge Grand Caravan, and we drove that Dodge Grand Caravan up until 2017, right? So the Dodge Grand Caravan, I bought it, and my wife at the time had a 1998 Mitsubishi Diamante. Well, she liked the Caravan, and I just was, here, you drive the Diamante. So I drove the Diamante for a while, and the Diamante ended up having a misfire. And the misfire happened because it needed a tune-up. Because the engine was transversely mounted, I did a tune-up and only did the first 3 plugs, and I didn't want to take the air intake off to get to the back 3 plugs. So I was like, well, hell, it's running on 5 cylinders. I'm done with it. And then I bought a new vehicle. So the Diamante, from the Diamante, what did I buy? I bought my Volkswagen Jetta. So I bought my 2005.5 Volkswagen Jetta, the TDI, my first foray into Volkswagens, into diesels. So I bought that Jetta, and I drove that Jetta a lot. I bought it with 99,000 miles, and when I parked it, it had 240,000 miles. It might have been more, 260,000 miles on it. So when I parked the Jetta, I ended up getting my 2012 Passat. Now, mind you, in between, I've gotten other vehicles. So I had a 94 or 95 Acura Integra. I got that from a coworker, actually my program manager, who he thought that he blew it up. And I took the car, and then it wasn't blown up. The engine wasn't seized or anything. I ended up selling it. I got the car for free, sold it for $1,500, and boom. Another car I got for free was a 01 Jetta TDI. Got it for free. Brought it home and sold it for $1,500. It had a blown turbo. I sold it to a coworker, and he was driving it for a very long time. He gave it to his brother. His brother drove it into the ground. I've had motorcycles in between. I've had 2 motorcycles in between. So the Jetta, the Passat, the other Jetta, the TDI Jetta. What else have I had? I've had my cargo Vanna, of course. The Dodge Daytona. I've had that one. We traded in the Dodge Grand Caravan, and now we have the Chrysler Pacifica, which is my family vehicle. But I've had about 15 vehicles. Yeah, I had an Integra, man. Dude, my plan was this, man, like Taylor. So I got that car for free, right? And the whole thing was, it had like a B18 in it, and this was like when folks were putting the K20 head on the B18 bottom end, and it was like a Franken swap or whatever it was called. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do that. But nah, I didn't do that. All I did was I put it in the back of the garage. I lifted it up on jack stands, and then like a year after I got it, I was like, you know what? I sold the. Are you about to make pancakes? What are you about to do right now?
Nothing.
You about to make pancakes?
I was hungry.
You're hungry and you're about to make pancakes. Someone asked about pancakes earlier, and I was like, no, he's not gonna make pancakes because he ate pizza earlier.
I did eat pizza, but pizza was the only thing I ate today. Pizza and whatever else I made today.
Yeah, the fried rice you had.
Yeah, that little bit of fried rice I made.
A little bit.
It wasn't much.
Anyway, so the Integra, I got that one for free, like I said. Put it in the garage, and I had big plans on doing. It is 11:43 p.m. But yeah, I had big plans on doing some sort of like Franken engine swap, and I didn't. I let that car sit in the garage for about a year, and then the whole thing was something happened, and I was like, you know what? I'm selling all these cars. So I had the Integra, I sold that one. I had the 01 Jetta TDI with the blown turbo, I sold that one. And then my Sous Amigo, I also sold that one. But what's funny with the Amigo, I listed the entire car for sale for $250. And this guy, do I want one? Do I want a pancake? I mean, if you're making a chocolate chip pancake that happens to fall in front of me, then sure, so be it. My Amigo was a 5-speed with a blown head gasket, and it had a hard top. The hard top was worth as much, if not more money than the entire car, the entire vehicle. So what I did was I sold a guy. He came from Erie, Pennsylvania. He drove like 8 hours to get to my house. He took the soft top off of his Amigo, right? He drove his Amigo to my house. He took the soft top off of his Amigo and swapped the hard top onto his Amigo in the freezing cold. It was like January when he did this. And then, like I said, I was trying to sell the entire car for $250, right? I'm like, yo, somebody come and get it for scrap for $250. And this guy saw it and he was like, I can't take the whole thing. He said, but I need the hard top. Can I give you $200 for the hard top? I'm like, yeah. So he came and gave me $200 for the hard top. And changed the hard top in the driveway. I only help I gave him, because it was so daggone cold, was lifting the hard top onto his. He drove away with the hard top from the Amigo, and then the very next day I sold the Amigo for, he gave me $200. I sold the Amigo for $150 or $200. So I made like $350, $400 on the Amigo when I was only asking for $250. Yeah. Because I sold the chassis the very next day, the whole thing the very next day. But yeah, and then the Integra, like I said, I got the Integra for free. I just had to tow it home, and I got it towed home, and that wasn't a problem. And then the Jetta with the blown turbo, I also got that one home. My father-in-law helped me tow that one home, put it in the driveway, and I worked on that. Oh, you know what? I forgot. I had another Jetta. A past student of mine, he bought this Jetta, and this was a gas Jetta. He bought it for his daughter, and it had like another head gasket problem. But this one wasn't my head gasket problem. Cybers Blue says, keto pancakes, please. My kids just ran in and said they're making pancakes. Can Dad make us some too? Pancake time, John says. He says 2 for him.
Okay.
So I had another Jetta. This was a gas Jetta. This was I think it might have been an 01 as well. But a past student, when I used to teach computer stuff, he bought a Jetta for his daughter. And the whole thing was, he had changed like the timing, and he'd done a whole bunch of stuff. The water pump, he had changed it, and apparently the car just kept overheating. So it ended up being, so he told me, he's like, hey man, you want this car? And I'm like, well, what's wrong with it? He's like, I don't know. He's like, I've changed this, I've changed that, I've changed this, I've changed that. The car won't run right. I said, all right. He said, I bought my daughter a new car. He said, you can have this one. I said, for real? He said, yo, I'm going to bring it to your house. You can have it. I'm like, okay. So this is the 3rd free car I've gotten. So he brings the car to my house. Now, him and his brother trailer the car from U-Haul from like Richmond or Hampton, because his daughter was at Hampton or down there. And they bring it, they drive it to my house, and it sat in the driveway. And I put it in the garage because I could get it to turn over and I could get it to start, but it just there's something wrong with it. Like, it really was. So I changed out a couple of the hoses and other things like that. Finally, I got to the point where I figured out that it had a bad head gasket too. So he has shown off the pancakes on the live stream. That was. Did you see when he did the pancake flip? Number 2. Look, the camera's
This was a good size.
The camera's on you right now.
This was a really good size for a flip. I can do it with this one.
All right, let's see.
It's nowhere near done.
Is your jacket on? No, it's not backwards. It looked like it was on.
No,
No.
my zip is not.
Yeah, I see it. All right, but the whole thing was, so I got this other Jetta. This was a gasoline Jetta, and I get it home. I get the hoses changed and stuff like that, and it determined it was a head gasket. So I actually had a head gasket party in my garage. A couple of my friends came over and they helped me change the head gasket on this Jetta, and we did it. And then what I ended up doing was the car just sat in the driveway again, and you can see it in a few of my older videos. It was a deep, like a navy blue, dark blue Jetta. I would walk past it all the time, and it sat in the video. It was in the videos for a while, but I did end up selling it. I sold it. I think I sold it for like 550, 600 bucks. Again, another one I got for free. I did the head gasket on. I did change a couple hoses, and what was crazy is the dude that bought it, he drove it home. I was like, what? It had the loudest exhaust leak. It was bad, and he drove it home. I was like, dog, are you crazy?
I think I remember that.
The brakes were horrible on the car. Like, dude, he did it. He wanted to do a test drive so bad. I said, listen, you can't drive this car. I said, because if you smack this car up, you're going to pay me this money right now. I said, what I will do is I will take you around the block in the car because the brakes are very spongy. They need to be bled. And he was like, nah, man, I'm with it. I'm with it. I want this car to be my first car. I'm going to do the work on it, this and that. He was gung-ho about getting this car. And sure enough, he bought it. Look at him. He's not doing the flip.
I am. I just needed to check the color of the pancake.
Mm-hmm.
So I can know when to flip.
Mm-hmm.
And I
Keto
need to
has pancake cereal. Makes a crap load of quarter to loony sized pancakes. Is so awesome. So we don't have loonies in the States. I guess that's like a 50 cent. I'm like, you can see me. I have the camera on him right now. Come on, are you flipping it upside? What are you doing? What is that?
It was little extra debris. I am just checking color, making sure it's. Ooh,
I got a frazzle.
It's a good color.
I got a frazzle.
It's
All right, hold on. It's time, he says. Hold on. Let me zoom in. All right. Now, let's not do a whole bunch of screaming. You can, just flip the pancake. Commit. Flip the pancake. Commit. Commit. Uh-oh, 2 hands. Commit before you burn the pancake. Oh. All right. You're not so good at it. Why did it take you 4 tries?
Because I'm so good.
That's not an indicator. Yo, we did, Jasmine. We had a head gasket party. I'm like, yo, I got a couple friends like brought over beer, and you know what's even funnier is after we changed the head gasket on that Jetta, we drove to Philly and had cheesesteaks. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning, and we drove to Philly and had cheesesteaks. But it was one of the best nights in the garage in a while. Your shoelace is untied. He looked down too. He's barefoot. That's so funny. What's up, Jeff? How you doing this evening? Northeast Beast LaFoe. Is it $1 to place our bill? He was nervous, sure enough. Tui, keep trying. Cyrus Blue says, yeah! You did it. Yes, that's what's up. I don't need a knife. I just need a fork, please. It smells really good, guys. It smells really good.
You're welcome.
Oh, you want to see the? See, I like seeing my chocolate chips. So he
I threw them on like you asked. I didn't perfectly.
All right. See, I like seeing my chocolate chips. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I shouldn't be eating this late, but we're on a live stream. Look, somebody said it earlier that well, you know why? I'm probably still wide awake because I drank 2 energy drinks from 9 o'clock to now. But, dude, this thing is... Oh, it's a little underdone here, but, it is what it is. Chocolate chip pancakes. You know what? I look forward to chocolate between popcorn and pancakes. Wednesdays. Where is the YouTube smell-o-vision? Yo, this right here, it smells like pancake and chocolate. It is delicious. And it's like nice and hot. I don't even need any syrup. Very, very good. Jasmine said, "Good job. Taste tester number 2."
Thank you. Thank you, Miss Jeff.
So Miss Jasmine just had her 5th child.
Bitch.
5th. She had a little girl last week.
What would you even do with that many kids?
He said, "What would you even do with that many kids?"
I couldn't even imagine having that many siblings. Let alone kids.
Oh, if you heard him, he said he couldn't imagine having that many siblings, let alone kids. I have no idea. We can ask Miss Jasmine in another year or so. What do you do with all of them kids?
Oh yeah, this one's turning out really well. So I think I should get the first one. You get the second one, because the second one always turns out better. It just, for some reason, it just comes out better.
Uncle Bull says still needs an over easy egg on it. No, sir. I cannot. I will eat raw steak then. I will eat steak tartare, but I will not eat a raw egg. Or over easy egg. I just can't do it. Over hard. That's how I eat my eggs. All right, Darian, AB Easy, thank you very much for hanging out. You know, yeah, definitely thank you for hanging out. Obviously, we're live streaming for a while tonight. Mike Hall says congratulations. No, Sarah. I was waiting for you to say something, Cypress. I was, because I was like, the Canadians in here about to start asking about maple syrup. Jimmy says drink a lot of clear with chocolate drizzle. We don't need any chocolate drizzle. I have chocolate chips in it. That is enough. Yo, Cypress Blue says check out YouTube channels where they have 8 to 10 kids. Man, I'm getting tired just thinking about all of them damn kids. Shoot, I have 3, and they tire me out.
At least you would never run out of friends.
Correct, but maybe if you were the, I don't know.
Youngest.
If you were the youngest, yeah. Man. I really dig your late night Wednesday pancakes. Like, not that I, am like, oh my God, I can't wait for Wednesdays to have pancakes. But when I have pancakes on Wednesdays, I'm not gonna lie. I'm probably gonna end the stream soon. And man.
If you want, you can have this one.
No. I'm good.
This one looks good. It's a perfect color on both sides.
Mike says I need Sasha's links.
That, I might put more pancakes.
What?
Sausage.
What about it?
I might put that on the side, but...
Oh.
Egg?
The yolk is like rubber then. I need my eggs over hard. Oh, but see, the whole thing is I bust my yolk. I don't like that whole... No. You gotta bust the yolk over hard. Mike says his brother has 9 kids. What?
Can I say my mom's dad's name?
No.
Okay. Well, your father-in-law.
Good job.
Doesn't he have like 9 or 10 brothers?
He was, I think, one of 9. Well, how about this? My dad is one of 9.
Oh, yeah.
Granddad is one of 9.
Both of my grandparents are one of 9.
No.
My grandfathers
Fathers, yes.
are one of 9.
But I think Muma also has almost 9 or 10 siblings.
I remember playing chess with one of Papa's
Brothers.
brothers, yes.
That's right, Uncle Oris.
They're really good at chess.
They are good at chess. Yo. So here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. So there's a saying, okay? The saying is steal, sharpens steel. All right. So the whole thing is, you can't get better or you won't get better unless you play somebody who is much better than you, and they are much better than you at playing chess. We're in a daycare. Always had 6 to 14 years. That's what's up.
He did something with his...
40 nieces and nephews. Oh my
like...
gosh, that's why I don't do Christmas. Holy cow. Yo, 40 nieces and nephews?
That's a joke.
That's right. No.
You can't have 40 nieces and nephews.
Yo, he said his one brother has 9 kids.
There's no way. There's no way.
How you figure there's no way?
You cannot. That's impossible.
How? His wife probably has kids, and brothers and sisters who have nieces and nephews. Yes. Do you know of my generation of the grandchildren? There are 21 or 22 of us. So my dad, right? My dad's siblings, between my dad's siblings, his 9, okay, there were 21 or 22 grandchildren. And then of the 21 or 22 grandchildren, the last time I checked and counted, there were in the 30s as far as great grands. It doesn't take long to get to all of these numbers, man. It's called exponential growth. Uncle Bull says must have went Amish. John says dash, bash, and pancakes, man. Stop it.
That was a really good one.
Stop it.
Dash, bash.
Head gasket, moonshine, and pancakes. Can't beat it on a Wednesday. Yeah, Jasmine, you're right. My grandmother had 16. Jesus Christ, 16 kids? Crumble said if I had 9 kids, I'd find 6 of them jobs. Sure enough. My side, 3 brothers, 2 sisters. My wife has 2 brothers and 2 sisters.
Can I show off?
Sure, go ahead. He wants to show off his pancake. You gotta, yeah.
It looks really good.
So
everybody.
he elected for no syrup either. He's dropping sugar on the dang
I
floor.
dropped
Yeah.
sugar on your shoulder.
Oh.
It fell off.
Anyway, he elected for some confection sugar. Just again, see if you put it on the pancake side, on the chocolate chip side, it would have stayed on there. Anyway, go sit down, enjoy your pancake. But okay, so he said that Mike said he had 3 brothers, 2 sisters, and his wife has 2 brothers and 2 sisters. So that's why he has how many nieces? 40 nieces and nephews. Shoot, I'd have to find them jobs too. Shoot, Grumpus, I'm right there with you. Just leave the banana alone. You just want it because you see it. Eat the pancake, then go to bed. We about to both go to bed. Anyway, Cypress, thank you for hanging out. Steven, thank you for hanging out. Mike, Jasmine, I'm sure your sleep schedule is probably off right now. You got a freaking 1-week-old child. Thank you for hanging out with me. I'm enjoying my pancake. I can't actually share the video for tomorrow with you guys because I'm using my phone and I don't have my laptop up. Uncle Bull says food. Just on my side. My wife on her side has 10 or so. So that's 50 total. Holy cow. You heard that, number 2?
No, I'm sorry.
He said there's probably another 10 or so nieces and nephews on his wife's side. So they have 50 total nieces and nephews. Marcus said he just sat down with his French toast. Man, get out of here with French toast. We don't eat no French toast on Wednesdays. We do what on Wednesdays? Pancakes! What's wrong with you now? Drinking brown liquor and eating French toast? What's wrong with you? Jamie, what are you doing? Why are you allowing this to happen? He needs some clear and he needs some pancakes. Pancakes and clear. That's what we do on Wednesdays. Or pancakes and popcorn. Or clear and popcorn. How about that? Hey, Steven, be easy. Thank you very much, man. He says, good night, Dash, and good night, all. Stay safe and be good, people. Jasmine says, have a great night. See you next week. And yes, sleep schedule is a little off. Jasmine says, good night. Taste tester number 2.
Good night, everybody.
Mike says, pancakes and shine. I think Alexa heard something that we didn't know about. Gotta get the chocolate off the Quart. Can't waste it. Uncle Bull says clear pancakes would be good. Maybe. Gotta be loaded. How you figure that? I'm chilling. I didn't drink very much. Trust me, I've drunk a lot more on a Wednesday night. Man. Woo. But this stuff right here, this right here. Oh, ooh, buddy. Wow. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm a little afraid of it. Like, seriously, I'm a little afraid. Hey, taste test for number 2. You need to sweep over here. You dropped sugar on the floor, remember?
Okay.
All right, guys. Hey, if you haven't already, please hit that thumbs up button for me. I'd greatly appreciate it. I'm going to go ahead and end it here. We have been talking for over 3 hours. And we didn't talk much barbecue tonight. We just kind of hung out and shot the breeze. Marcus, Jamie, Jasmine, those of you guys who've been here. Jimmy, definitely. Early morning night dash. And taste tester number 2, Jimmy says, well, Dash, have a good one. Catch you next week. Yes, indeed, Uncle Bull. Thank you, sir, for becoming a patron. And hopefully you saw your name in the opening credits. When I noticed, I changed the title. Excuse me, I changed the intro. And yeah. I did only have a twang of the shine. You're absolutely right. Mike says, see you, Dash, and number 2. Yes, indeed. I definitely had a twang. That is just a twang, and wow, I knew better than to have more than a twang. Marcus from Crimson Creek says, take care, everyone. Always a great time. Shoot, man, I'm just looking at this high test, the premium high test right now. Oh man, Preston, what the hell? Preston, why do you have a knack for coming in here when I'm like, all right, guys, I'm ready to go. It's been a good evening. I'll talk to you guys later. And then you be like, I'm here. Preston, what's up with that? I mean, what kind of time you running on? You know what time we start these live streams. What's going on, Preston? And I know PJ and Dino PJ better not be up. It's too damn late for them to be up still. But they might be up because they're not back in school yet. George, be easy. Thank you very much. Uncle Bull, thank you, sir. Been drinking still reserved to 11. Yo, that still reserve will hit you. That still reserve will hit you. And you will be faded. Faded. Whew. I haven't had still reserve in quite a while. Quite a while. All right, well, that's what's up, Preston. He says they homeschool. All right, Preston, hopefully all is well. Cypress Blue says good night. TCBFN. GNTCBFN. And Dash and all enjoy the night. Going for coffee. Started with 2 Four Locals. Holy cow. Four Locals is something else I haven't drank much of. I didn't really get into and start digging the Four Locals until they changed their formulation and they made it a little better. But yeah. Good night, Laura. Definitely. Good night, Grumpus. He says, okay. Everyone, good night. I'm not typing so good anymore. I guess I have it easy. I just have to read what the hell it is you guys are trying to type, and then try to, use words and get it out there so I can reply. All right, guys. I can't say thank you enough for hanging out. Definitely 2 energy drinks has me like, bing. Hey, can you put that in? Rinse the plate, please. Get the broom and sweep up the sugar on the floor. Thank you, sir. It was delicious. It really was. Drew, thank you very much for hanging out for quite a while. This is Night Dash. All right, taste tester number 2. It's time for us to go to bed. It is after midnight. Time to turn off electronics and to go to bed, right?
Oh, Mommy said that we have to be in our bed.
Okay. So there was a little glitch in the Matrix, and hopefully Preston says he'll rewatch in the morning. Definitely, Preston, you have to see the difference between this one with the black top and this one with the non-black top. Yeah, let me just do this. The bubbles in this one lasted a while longer than the bubbles in this one. I'm just gonna leave it at that, and y'all can watch from the beginning, and then you'll know what I'm talking about. Oh, Grumpus is so funny. I have not yawned this entire time. Yes. Stop it. This one over there. All right, guys. You guys have a great evening. I'm going to end the live stream before I do actually yawn. So, thank you so very much, Grumpus. I appreciate you. Hug. Sorry that you just got here. John, be easy. Preston, Drew, Cypress Blue, good night, good night, good night. Hey, peace, 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 peace. I'll see you guys next week.